Hello everybody, I'm JTH64 and welcome to my stream. We are back playing some more No Man's Sky today, as we're back playing Space Porky after having completed the expedition, the third expedition from No Man's Sky. Last week we got that finished off and we got back into the action with Space Porky. I've got an alert from Sound Alert saying that they're not working, so I'll quickly log in to see what the situation with that is, because I'm currently on Sound Alerts right now. Let's do a little test, shall we? See if that does anything. Does the hello work?
Hey, listen!
Yeah, it does work. So it's lying. Never mind. That's fine. As long as you guys can hear it, that's no worries. Yes. So we're gonna get back into some No Man's Sky action. I think. Give that a go. Hey Dubs, how's it going? How are you today? Good to see you. Righty, I'm a little bit delayed today. Got a bit distracted on the way into the game, so just getting started up now. Let's switch over to the game. Here we go. So last time we switch over to the actual game itself, beast, wouldn't it? There we go. The music kicks in. Last time we played the game, we were continuing with the. This is the right one. Yeah, I've got multiple saves now. Continuing with the main story of the base expansion and getting everything up to speed with that. I'm doing good, thank you, Dubs. Oh, that's very sweet. Thank you very much. But yeah, I'm doing good. I've got some water, I've got some fizzy drink, and I've got some adventure to go on in space. It is always a pleasure to see you. I've noticed recently this big light keeps appearing on the loading screen. I don't know if it's meant to be the center of the universe, maybe. I'm not entirely sure. Because that is one of the objectives of the game, is to reach the center of the universe. I'm not sure if that is what it might be. I've not seen it on my star map, though, which makes me think that if it is, I'm miles away from it. Yes, here we are back on Planet Sonic. So, the last thing that we did is we were doing some work for this chap, I think, and also for this little fella. These are the hired help that I've got for the base. And they have got a few missions for me that I kind of have sacked off a little bit. There's also a guy in the base who's got a mission for me in here. There we go. But I did do an unusual thing. I came on to, whilst I was off stream, I actually came onto the base. One thing was to try and work out why the power wasn't working in the base, because the base wasn't powered. So I stripped down all the wiring and then rewired it. And it turns out the wiring was fine. It was not enough solar panel generators. So now there's a little panel of them over here floating in the sky. And then I've also built a little reserve set of power up here, where these guys are collecting all the power for me. So the base is now operational. I also discovered that it's a little bit awkward to get about inside a base if you've got too many ladders. It's really hard to get off a ladder. Once you're on a ladder, you're kind of stuck on it, which is not. There we go. See, there's a good example of that ladder was facing the wrong direction. Oh no, now I'm in a situation I need to try and get down. Harvest all plants. Ah, this must be a farming pod. See, none of this stuff I've done yet. This is all brand new to me. No, get off the ladder. Okay. See, right now, what is this about? What is this? Let's make our way down. There we go. I think that technically counts. The other thing that we did was we found this, well, we made this, the medium refiner, which lets us put two things in and get one thing out. And what we got, I did a random combination of the hydrogen and sulfine. Sulfurine? And I got solarium, which is what the guy needed. So we managed to refine enough, and we can now go and speak. Take it easy, take it easy. We can go speak to them and see what they wanted with our... return to the Overseer. Your Overseer waits at the terminal. What have you got for us, buddy? It's good to see you, friend. I trust the Vakeen's technology kept you safe. I have the solarium required to... I didn't actually go anywhere, mate. I just went over there. I have the solarium required to finish the plans for the farmer's workstation. It will be interesting to see what effect the second GEC will have on my Overseer. Okay. I cannot imagine they spent much time conversing with the scientist or the armorer. Yeah, go for it. Ah, to farm. We shall exploit the earth, free at last from the sentinels, and practice the glory of trade. Agricultural terminal unlocked. So there's another terminal. Okay, okay. You're very happy about it, aren't you, little buddy? Right. I'm going to build it inside this time, maybe. Once I've finished having a conversation with him. Once you've secured our farmer, you will want to trade unhindered to profit from our glorious harvest without being dragged to and fro. Are you going to give me a trading terminal? Never fear, friend, for I shall make it so. All I require is a few circuit boards to build the finished plans for the trade terminal of our own. Excellent stuff. The overseer requests circuit boards in order to create a galactic trade terminal blueprint. Callback scientists should be able to provide necessary parts. Excellent. I do not have the zeal for trade that seems to seize the Gek. Nonetheless, it would be convenient to tap into the galactic market from right here in my home. Well, you're outside, buddy. You're in the garden. Has he already taught me how to make... Was it circuit boards, I think he said? Can I make circuit boards? I can make microprocessors. Make hermetic seals. Quantum computers, hydraulic wiring resonators. Whoa. Chill out, buddy. This is my home. So this guy has not yet got that sorted. So I need the first thing to do is build one of these doobles that he's talking about. This farming thing.
What are you buying?
AL control scream. How's it going? Excellent entrance. I am buying an agricultural terminal. Oh, wow. Okay, it fills the whole room. Oh no, it's just the option of filling the whole room. There we go. So I'm gonna build it there. At least one of these guys can be indoors, I reckon. How are you doing, All Control Scream? How's your day going? Welcome on in. There we go. So that's built. Just use all of your coins. Oh no! Are they too expensive? Should I make them cheaper? I'm never sure what the line is between too expensive, because I have a lot of Twitch on in the background when I'm working, so I've accrued tens of thousands of people's channels, but then I only stream twice a week, so maybe that's not the best plan for that. People haven't got the actual time to accrue that many. Can I get unlimited for one day? Well, all of the subscriber sounds are unlimited, so you can use it as often as you want. In fact, if you type in /sub command, it should tell you all the new sounds that are on there. Aid the scientists to learn how to build circuit boards. That's what we need to do, rather than flying around in little circles. Hey, buddy. Hey, buddy. Unrecognized command. What? Let me give it a try 1 second. Whoop. Maybe this is what I was talking about before when I said he couldn't do it. Oh no, some command. Delete. Sub command. Oh, there we go. That's the one. So they're all of the subscriber ones. And there's also, I think there's just commands as well, which is everything else. Yep, there we go. How can I help you, Entity Aspie? The beacon is constructed, Traveler. Oh. Was I meant to do something? Wait. I'll come back. I didn't realize I was supposed to be doing something for you. The scientist, here we go. Oh no, I did do it. Okay, that's fine. Didn't want to lie to him. No worries, All Control Scream. Confirm, yes, I did do it. We shall wait. It may take time for the convergence to find me. My own research proved fruitless. It yielded only blueprints. I want blueprints. Oh, he gave me some. An atmosphere harvester and a portable mining device, an autonomous mining unit. What are those? What are these things? Wait, so that'll be building, I think. No, it's not in there. Oh, it'll be in this one. Here we go. An automated harvester for the mining of resources. Once activated, the AMU extracts minerals without the need for supervision, providing a regular yield until the site is exhausted. I wonder what that works on. Automated siphon unit for the collection of valuable gases. Once activated, the harvester condenses and compresses substances from the air over time. Compressed gases then safely stored until collected. Interesting. I don't know what I need those for. So when do I need to come back to you? Oh no, you're going to tell me now, aren't you? 1 second. Those atmosphere harvester and mining unit plans prompted a thought. What if they could be friends for the beacon? What if they could make their own convergence? What? They shall be my children, Trevor. Oh my god. I have transmitted a crafted intelligence to the beacon, so that they might live and connect as the Corvex do. But it cannot see the world. Bring me scan data so I might teach it. Research entity plan seems desperate, but it does seem to have genuinely made them happier, or at least less anxious about their separation. The Corvex asked me to scan creatures to feed its newly created intelligence. Yeah, I guess, yeah. Ahoo! We thank you, traveler. What do we need to collect for him? So check our... Use the analyst advisor to scan and upload discoveries. Extra units earned for renaming and uploading discoveries. I think I might have discovered almost everything on this planet. Let me check the planet log. This one, I think? Yes, there we go. Oh, there's 3 left. It's not very many, though. I might have to go to another planet. Are there any planets I've not discovered much on? I don't even name this planet. That's unusual. My home system. Or this one. Which makes me think I've probably not done anything with it. Let me check the base real quick. See whether this will give me some more blueprints whilst we wait. There's lots of like ongoing little missions at the moment that I keep needing to come back to. So this one is Base Computer Archives. There we go. So I think that has now been done. Yep, here we go. And then it'll start a timer once I've done it. 74% new data available. Search the archives. Entry 4925X follows. Working fast, fading sun, set up camp in the foothills. Hardly luxury, but it keeps me out of the cold. And I'll be gone by morning anyway. Ooh. Perhaps some other traveller will shelter here one day. Construction logs recovered. Blueprints reassembled and prepared for download. Yes, please. Base technology extracted. Downloading plans. What do we get? An oxygen harvester. Which I'm guessing is different to the gas harvester? An autonomous atmosphere extractor. This device can be left to collect and purify oxygen from the air. Use must monitor fuel levels and ensure continued operation. The resulting gas is compressed and processed, ready for use in all standard life support systems. Interesting. Oh no, that means I have to build one, doesn't it? It won't do the next one until I've built it. Oh, that's annoying. Readable archive retrieval complete. Beginning defragmentation of next segment. Build the oxygen harvester. Right. So what did it need? Metal plating, dihydrogen jelly, and life support gel. A lot of them as well. Right, okay. So metal plating we can sort out. Can't we? Oh, maybe we can't. Maybe we've burned through everything. We've been building so much that we've burned through everything. Right, let's go harvesting then, shall we? Step 1. Harvesting we shall go. First we're gonna need to reload this. There we go. That's pure ferrite. What did it need? I need metal plating now, which is regular ferrite, so I might be able to make regular ferrite from pure ferrite, so I'll collect some anyway. May as well. Out of the way, little bugs. I don't want to destroy you, but, you know, if you're in the way. Ain't nobody got time for that. I feel like I must have devastated all the rocks in the area, because there's not a lot. It's all these little tiny ones. Do these count? Oh, they do. How much am I getting? 5 or 6? It's not great. I want greater yields. It's also saying that I've not really scanned any of these things either. So I'm going to need about maybe 100 to collect 5 metal plates. How much does the metal plate need? Requires 50, so I'm going to need 5 of them. 250. How much ferrite have I got? 137, that's not too bad. Oh, I've got loads of magnetized ferrite, so I've got none of the regular stuff, that's all. That's fine. I can live with that. And here's a bunch of rocks. That's more pure ferrite. Don't really need it, but I'll collect it anyway. Since I'm here. Right, let's find some... Nope, just regular ferrite dust, please. Nothing too fancy. Need lots of little rocks. Ah, here we go. That's more like it. I'm trying to create a oxygen harvester. I just need all the stuff for it. Give me a break. You must have ferrite dust. Yes, you do. Do you have ferrite dust? Yes. I forget about the range on this thing. It's pretty decent. Let's learn a Gek word, shall we? The word for great. Just like mining for ferrite dust is great. Oh, we're out of gas. Went through that quickly. I'm a bit low on resources in general. I don't know if I've put it all somewhere or something, but it's feeling pretty low on resources at the moment. I have to go on some sort of mining expedition. I guess we've been building a lot of stuff without any real... Nope, so we need a few more... ferrite dust. I wonder if I can put it into my... I've got my personal refiner on me, haven't I? Put a bit of... I've already got fuel in it. If I put magnetized ferrite in... It gives me pure. Okay. But if I put pure in there, it's just going to give me... have I got anything that turns into... I've got some geodes. They break down into stuff, don't they? Where's my geodes? Ah, there they are. Ah, it turns into more pure ferrite. Never mind. Oh, we've had a little bit of a freak out. Hopefully everything's still running smoothly. You have your carbon. Carbon's always useful, I guess. I'm just going to bring the stream up so it's visible just in case something has happened. You never know with these things. And there it is. Oop. Yes, I'm still moving on there. I'd stopped moving my head on the frame that I saw. And I thought, oh no, it has crashed. No, it's fine. Let's get some mining rocks. I mean, I should go over there and get that stone, really. Don't know why I'm messing about over here. Get myself another word, and the word is... Ow. I'm not sure if any time I've played this game I've ever learned as many words in any of the alien languages as Space Porky knows about Gek. Which is quite nice, because most situations in the Gek locations, he just knows the answer, which is quite nice. It's very, very useful. Oh no, you're not a rock, you're a little creature. Righty, let's see if we can make some more. We need 5, I believe. Yes, there we go. Excellent. So, that was to build the... Oh, that was back at the base, wasn't it? I think I need to make that, yeah. So I need to make the hydrogen, was the other one. I've got some of this. Can I craft more? So I need more dihydrogen. Which I think is the blue resource. I'm guessing. Don't think we've got anything around. Got all kinds of resources spread across everything. Oh, and loads of chromatic metal on the spacecraft. Righty, so let's try and find... Oh, you can scan for this, can't we? That's a good one. Looking for blue. There we go. Hydrogen. Let's head up that way. Yes. Oh, a crash doodle. The other thing I need to be looking out for, I should be conscious of, is buried technology, just like that. Then I'm going to need to buy some more building plans. I do not have enough resources to do so yet. What did I get? I got some nanites. That's not too bad. We're going to head towards the blue. Keep an eye out for any buried treasure that might be nearby. Not buried treasure, but buried data, I guess. Ah, there's some dihydrogen. Not a lot there. Not a lot. I guess if we're low on resources, it might be worth just kind of collecting a bit of everything for a little while. I think there's lots of oxygen over here. Is it one of those crazy big piles of oxygen, maybe? No, doesn't like it. Oh, shot the dino in the head. Didn't mean to do that. I'm very sorry. It sounded very annoyed. Quite rightly so. What a faux pas. It's 300 away. It's 300 away. It's 170 away. Little bits of ferrite just along the way. Not very effective. I'm getting like 2 or 3 ferrite dust. Oh, look at this. This is what we're looking for. That's more like it. Look at that. Big old supply of dihydrogen. So let's see if we can make some more of this now. Nope, need to make 2 more. But we are probably near sentient plant. Is it you? Are you the one? No, you're miles away. Oh no, you're right there. You're only 130 away. Right. Let's head towards you. Since we're here, check it out. Kitty wanted to go inside. Ah, we've got Kitty right next to us. Ghost of Sunny's in the office with us at the moment as well. And there's a little kitty cat sat between us on the desk, taking it easy. Their eyes closed. Righty, go to you. How is the? Oh, look at all this stuff. Oh, perfect. This is exactly what I need. How's the little kitty cat doing? Alt control screen. Are they being more of an indoor cat now? The weather's beginning to close in a little bit. Is the weather closing in where you are as much as it is where we are? Bit of oxygen. Ooh, didn't expect that. Come on. There we go. Bit more oxygen. This is a very good planet. Everything that it needs, it keeps cropping up every now and then. It's very, very nice. Spoiled, but considering the planet that we were on during the expedition, like, this is an absolute treat of a planet. There we go. He's living life very miserable. Yeah, it's been very miserable here. One thing is, it makes it quite nice to do indoor things and stay cozy, and play board games and put the fire on, stuff like that. But at the same time, it's a bit grim. The 50-50 can go either way. Gotta try and put a positive spin on that. Let me edit more of this oxygen, so I realise I'm a little bit low on it. There we go. Crack on our way over here. And torturing myself with looks at travelling and the like. Oh, we can go there. Let's go there. When I call my parents, me and my dad often talk about places we can go travelling, like in the UK. It's like little local areas we can go to. Oh, I swore I saw red stuff there. That was weird. Righty, where is that thing that I came running over here for? It's buried somewhere around here. Ah, there it is. Did I already get it? Nope, there it is. Oh. The inventory's full. That's not good. Well, I can make more of these, I guess. I'm going to use that up a little bit. This can get broken down? No. This can get broken down. Needing space. Yes, exactly. Head off to space and go and explore some luxurious planets for a little while. Oh, there's a second one. Oh, what? Double win? Sweet. So, we've now got... Oh, I need to go back to base, don't I? He's so far away. Right, okay, let's go back to base. Are there any things along the way? Yeah, got one of those on the way. They're so valuable, it's worth not missing it. And also, I can get a bunch of this while I'm up here. Wait, did that just destroy it? It didn't mine it. Oh, you fool. Ah, that would have been really good, that. Never mind. Yeah, I've been thinking about doing a special one-off stream at some point. I've started playing... Well, I've touched on playing a retro game. 2 retro games, actually. One's called Populous the Beginning. And the other one is Star Trek Starfleet Commander 3. Which are both pretty fun games. So I think I might do like a streamer one. The Star Trek one, I was quite pleasantly surprised. It's an oldish game, nothing like 90s. But it was fully voiced. I was really surprised. It had Patrick Stewart. It had a few other kind of like main character voice actors in it. But I was really surprised how much voice acting they actually had in it for an older game. So that's the one I'm kind of leaning towards. I'm more thinking Populous because it's a very, very fun retro game. So I might do like a little... You can do... what's the word? Goals. Like streamer goals. So I might set up a streamer goal of, I don't know, X number of followers or number of points spent or something along those lines. Man, look at that. It's so pretty. Lens flare going and everything. It's going to have to be a photo moment, I think. See if we can get some what's his name? Lens flare going. There we go. A little bit higher. That'll do. Do I have to hide the menu first? There we go. Yeah. Beautiful. Beautiful. It's a lot yellower. Oh, it's because the sun's moved up whilst I've been taking that photo. Yeah, I thought it'd be quite fun. I was tempted. I'm trying to think, like, do I do like a roleplay stream? Do I get into it a bit and do... But I don't have anything along the lines of any kind of Star Trek cosplay or outfits. I think the first campaign is Klingon. I have nothing Klingon other than a beard. So that might not go as smoothly. It'll be quite fun. Righty, so this thing you wanted me to build. What was it again? It was technology. Oxygen harvester. Life support gel is what you need now, right? Okay, so 5 life support gel. I can buy those actually if I can't find one. Can't make them, sorry. Life support gel. There we go. Can I make 5? Yes, I can. Sweet. Wait, did I just use 5 of the hydrogen gel? Ugh. Why so difficult? There we go. Now I think we can build it. Okay, so you can plonk right there. There we go. It's been built. Now we have a countdown for an hour and a half before the next one gets activated. So I put oxygen in, and I get oxygen out. Is that how that works? Oh no, I put carbon in and I get oxygen out. Yeah, may as well. I've got plenty of carbon. We'll let it do its thing and come back for it. And that is that done. So we need to shut down a weapons factory for the weapons research. We need to scan creatures for the scientist. And what did the other guy want? The agricultural research. I need to go find a farmer for the agricultural research. Okie dokie, that's not too bad. And was there one more? Acquire a circuit board. There we go. So, the easiest one to do of those 4, I believe, is going to be, go find a farmer. So, we shall take to the skies and go try and find ourselves. Oh, it's given me a location. Oh, even better. Right. Don't have to go search for it, just find it. That goes to Sunny make some pointy ears, crafting style. I think it's fine. Yeah, that's not too bad. I can play the Federation. I mean, that is logical. To use that weapon in this combat situation. I mean, it's an older game, so it's It's a little bit slow, but I still think it'd be pretty fun to do. Is he literally on? Is he literally there? That's quite easy. I thought I'd have to go to one of the star system or something, but apparently not. And zip through the rings, and away we go. In the beautiful reflection of death. I'm also aware that I'm getting towards the end of Assassin's Creed Valhalla now as well, and my free time game that I'm playing. Late in the evenings, or if I get a spare hour after work, is quite pleasant. Nope, that's not what I wanted to recharge. I want to recharge this. There we go. Oh, we're heading back to the space station. That's all it is. You gonna stop? Yep. Yeah. Where is the entrance? Oh yeah, sorry. So so you said you missed most of last week's. Did you? I think you saw the finale. I think you saw me get to the end point of the expedition, and then I warped to a random world because there's I think about 12, 16 codes for the universal planet locator thingy. And I only knew one of them, so I entered the same one 12 16 times. And it did actually take me to a world. It took me dialed a planet, and I got to go to a planet, which was surprising. But also very, very cool. Right, you are the farmer I seek by the looks of it. I'm going to see if I can make some room in my inventory first by selling some stuff, because I feel like it's been a while since I've been to a shop. And I've got a lot of stuff on me. Is there stuff that I can... I wish there's like a consolidate button that you can just kind of pop everything back to where you want it to be. I think this stuff can just be sold, I think. It says it's for trading, though, so I'm kind of like... Should I keep it? Maybe I'll put it all in storage. I've got a lot of storage, actually. That I'm just not using at all. So yeah, maybe I'll do that. Maybe I'll... Yeah, I guess we'll just do that. I don't really know what else to do, to be honest. So yeah, we'll do that. What I will do is we'll buy some batteries if they have some, because they are very, very useful. Yes, ion batteries. I think that's probably all I need. I don't think I'm going to be able to buy the thing that I need for... Oh, I can buy some ferrite dust. I'm just going to buy a big old bunch of ferrite dust. I've got the money. I'm not bothered. I've got 20 million. That'll do me. And then I've got it on hand if I need it then. There we go, yeah. Whole big bunch of ferrite dust. Just to save a bit of time. It's quite useful that you can do that. I didn't realize you could do that. Right, where's this farmer? Hello, my friend. I've spoken to you. You are new, though. How's it going, pretty good. Friend, you have work for me, yes? I have served in the finest kitchens and gardens across 12 systems. In each one producing prize-winning cuisine. I grow all my own ingredients. Hire me, yes? Why, yes. The Gek chirps happily at the sight of me. They promise to help me grow all kinds of crops in my world. The required paperwork has already been signed, apparently. The farmer offers to join my world and make use of my agricultural terminal. Welcome aboard, Welcome aboard. Neither you nor your stomach shall regret it. Well, I'll see you back at base then. Yeah, you staying? You coming or no? You gonna be alright? Alright, let's go. We're going to go to one of the nearby planets and see if we can scan some species for the scientists since we're out here. Boosh, and away we go. Let's head to... Was one of this one, I think. It hasn't been named yet. Rokams. Hopefully we'll have some creatures. It's an erupting planet, so maybe it won't, actually. In fact, if I go to the discoveries, will it tell me if it's got life? Rokams. View? 4 out of 6 have been discovered already. Darn it. Dagiba? 7 out of 8. I've spent too much time in the system. 11 out of 12. 7 out of 9. So we might have to go to a different system to do this scanning creatures thing. This might actually be the best. 7 out of 8. This one might have the best rate, I think, was it? 4 out of 6. There's 2 left. In fact, Sonic is the one that's got the most chance of me finding a new creature. I might go to a different system because I feel like that's not going to work for me. I do have a mission out of system though. Once I take a photo somewhere, this is the one. Take photographs. The client prepared a detailed report into their yearly activity, but finds themselves in need of images to enliven their text. The images required are landscape ones, showing full range of planetary topography. All lighting conditions will be considered, so long as the wavelength remains on the visible spectrum. Reach the target planet. The client requires photos of specific worlds. Reach the target planet. So, I think we're going to go there and do that. We'll take that mission off, and we'll get some creatures on the way. So, current mission is to... Is it this one? Obitsu? Is that what you want me to go? Current mission. Where is it you want me to go? That's strange. It's not telling me where it wants me to go. Anything over this way? Oh, here we... Oh, wow, okay. All the way over here. That's pretty far away. Have I been to any of these planets that I can jump to, maybe? Or that's a long way to go to take a photograph, right? Like 8 jumps away. Maybe we won't do that immediately. Maybe we'll see what where that factory was instead. That might be a better option. Let's go to log. So the weapons research guy wanted me to take down a weapons factory, so we'll go find that first. Instead, that is over here. Back on Planet Sonic, apparently. It's there. Let's go check it out. I've got 20 million at the moment. There is a part of me that's tempted to just think, should I just throw all 20 million of it into buying frigates for my fleet so they can all go on their little missions? But then that's a lot of money to spend on that. How much money are they going to earn me in return? I don't know. I wish you could have a like a separate bank accounts, so I could I could have like a side fund just for the fleet, like the money that the fleet earns goes back into the fleet kind of thing. It'd certainly make life easier. And we're back in the planet system. Here we go. Welcome back to Sonic. And we're heading into a combat mission in the planet's atmosphere. Through the clouds. Oh, that was fairly close. Is this the place? Is this somewhere different? Oh, this might be somewhere different. Oh, this is a different factory. Well, I'll save here. And then I'll come back to it, in case it is the same factory. I don't want to mess with the narrative. Sometimes, if you unlock the thing too early or what have you, it can mess it up a little bit. Saying the objective is this way, I believe. Or is it saying this is the objective? Oh, no, it's saying this is the place. There we go. That's quite funny. So, we've got the Scatter Blaster. Can we reload it? There we go. That's our main weapon, our main means of ingress. So I'm going to blow the door open. And in we go. Get the research specimen. Get the nanites. Get the cash. Get the shield. I've got 10 seconds to hide. They're all over here. They're not bothered. I'm right here, guys. I'm right here. Righty, so now we need to shut down. It's Gex, so hopefully we'll know some of the words. Let's give it a try. Production status, 95% efficiency. The factory was indeed engaged in the production of illegal weaponry. Just as the Vakeen claimed, I should shut down the production and see what I can be gleaned from the systems. Oh, it's a narrative one, so you just shut it down. That's quite easy. A little bit of a cold the last few days. I feel like maybe we should do one of those lateral flow tests to see if it is indeed a cold, but I think it's just a cold. I override the production line, substituting the blueprints for something more harmless. The factory will now produce light bulbs, at least for now. Take a copy of the weapon blueprint previously in production, though, although I cannot understand it. Excellent stuff. Wow, that was quite the yields. Hey, buddy. Don't mind me. I wonder if it looked like the ocean was nearby when we came into the planet. Then, so I'm gonna see if we can get to the ocean. We might be able to scan some fishies. Let's go up into the atmosphere, but not into space yet. I just want to see if I can see. Ah, that looks like ocean, like water, maybe. It's just different colored sand. Yeah, let's head up into the atmosphere and see if we can see what looks like water, and see if we can. No. Let's head further out. So I know there is water on this planet. Ah, there we go. There's the ocean. Right. Head towards the ocean, my friend. We'll see if we can find some new life. Yes, that's more like it. We shall land on an archipelago. Oh, there's a storm, I think. Oof. The Red Sea. Brings a whole new meaning to the Red Sea. Right. This would be a cool place to build a sea base. A sea base? Underwater base. No signs of life, though. That's all. That bug just dived into the water head first. Any fishes? Definitely structures. What are they called? Plants. Ah, here we go, here we go. Oh, look at these things. New discovery, 7 of 9. Hey, 7 of 9. Oh, scan that, okay. Let's see what we get with this one. Oh, I don't know if my OBS is freaked out or not. It's saying I'm getting no audio. Let's get into the audio, in the air a bit so we get some actual air. Oops, there we go. I'm just going to double check that the stream is definitely getting audio. Oh, yeah, there it is. A quick brief preview of myself there, saying the question that I was asking. Righty, let's head deep under the water. It's fine for you. Cool. Thank you, Alt Control Screen. No worries. Are you playing anything at the moment, Alt Control Screen? I guess we're looking for more fish. But it is very much a guess. Crystalline sulfide, clams. Oh, here's a bunch of those fish that I just saw earlier. I wonder if it tells me whether or not they're aquatic if I have a look on the shit on the planet's thingy. So we've got common underwater, common underwater. Excellent. So we're in the right place. We just need to keep looking. Nope, you're more of the same. Anything else? I keep thinking I'm going to see like a giant squid or something. It's going to freak me out. Some decent money for scanning these, which isn't too bad. Probably need to keep an eye on my old oxygener though, make sure I don't drown. It says common, always active. Yet, we're not seeing anything at all. Probably head up some oxygen. To the moon! The beautiful moon! There we go. Oh, these are glowing at night. That's really cool. I like these little landmine ones as well. Remind me of Minesweeper. Never quite got the grip of Minesweeper. I remember one of my early phones had 2 games on it. One was Minesweeper and one was what's it? What's the thing with the square with the numbers? The name completely fallen out of my brain. You got a grid of 9 numbers and you have to fill it in 1 to 9. But that's my current. They were the 2 games that were on my phone at the time, up to date super phone at the time. And needless to say, I did not. I played a lot of that other game and not the not Minesweeper. I had no idea what was going on. Sudoku, that's the one. Thank you, Alt Control Screen. It was in the back of my brain there somewhere. Flying through the sky. Although, you know, mostly water. I'm not entirely sure what else I can do in terms of search of aquatic creatures though, really. Other than just swim about and try and see them. Let me see what that shield is, see what that does. The other option, I guess, is to try and build a submarine. And take that route. And not have to worry about oxygen then, I guess. Everything's been scanned that can be scanned. Oh, you're one of these chaps, aren't you? So if I grab one of these... One of these? Yes. And then immediately run away. It's going to explode. Is he going to explode? Oh, maybe not. Oh, I am drowning though. Let's hopefully... Yeah, there we go, right. Let's head back to the ship, shall we? I feel like I'm not going to find any more new fishes. The armor awaits at the terminal. What did the scientist say? Has that updated to being fine now, or... scientist. No, it still wants me to scan creatures. Never mind, never mind. Yeah, there's that shield image again. I'm not quite sure what it's meant to be. Interesting. Any more aquatic creatures? Any more sea life? For me to see? They want to see the sea creatures? The ship actually looked quite close when I was on the surface. It's surprisingly far away. I did come quite far, I guess, in my search for new life and new civilizations. I've actually been in a bit of a Star Trek mood recently. I've been watching Deep Space Nine when doing odd jobs around the house and whatnot. Which had always been my least favourite, despite the critical acclaim that it was always awarded. I preferred Voyager, then probably Next Generation, then Deep Space Nine. But rewatching it now, this is the most I'm enjoying the series, I think, that I've ever have, and kind of seeing the value in what people were seeing in the series. Um, there's a few skippable episodes, but I mean, what series doesn't have a few skippable episodes? I'm trying to work out if it's because I'm familiar with it and because I'm only watching it in the background. Is that something? Yeah, in my head, I always kind of reduced it to Hollyoaks in space, basically, or Brookside in space. I don't know why I used two obscure soap references there rather than the mainline ones. But yeah, coming back to watch it, there's a lot going on there. It's actually yeah, pretty good. I was surprised how much I enjoyed it. Righty. So I need to scan another 3 creatures, which is not going to happen on this planet. So we'll go back and see the armorer, see what he wants. Maybe he'll want us to go off world, and then we can use that as a bit of synergy. I was tempted to build a base out here so I can come build one, but that can wait till another time. Whoa, what was that? Some sort of explosion then. Oh, it's one of the big space worms. Look at him go. Ah, the splash is amazing. That's really cool. Not seen that before. That was awesome. Righty, is this the base? Is this where I'm heading to? How far away? Or it'll be this one, I guess, maybe. No, that's New Jaystown. It's this one I want to get to. How far away is it? Oh, apparently I can warp there. I don't think I was supposed to be able to warp there, but I did. Let's get over to the atmosphere and then we can warp. 3 minutes to wait at speed, so we'll should be about 30 seconds once we're in the atmosphere. If that. There we go. 1 second. I've got too many beacons and stuff on this planet, I think. I spent so long here. I've got so many things set up. The warp point, because it kind of like locks on to the nearest thing when you're doing a warp. And it seems to have too many things to catch on to at the moment. Is it a storm? No? What is this place? What is this place? What treasures lie on my beautiful planet Sonic? Oh, it's one of the communication towers. I don't need one of those, it's fine. That's for chatting to Atlas. Good old Atlas. I was doing some missions for him as well, I think, at some point. I need to go back to doing those as well. Lots and lots of little missions on the go. The other thing I did on No Man's Sky recently is I started up a creative account, I think it's called, or creator account, which basically is a type of game where it's the same game, but nothing costs. There's no costs involved. Everything is free. Resources, blueprints, everything. You just get it when you want it. So I used it to try and get to grips with some of the basic building ideas because I hadn't really done it, and because I need to invest some money in getting the blueprints for those ones, I thought I'd have a little go and see what works and what doesn't. And it was really useful for getting an idea of a lot of the things do work together quite well, and you don't necessarily stick to one type. You can mix and match them, which is quite cool. These chunky square buildings, there's another option, which is you make small square buildings, but you can make loads and loads and loads of them, which is very, very cool. Righty, we're back here. We were going to come speak to the armorer, weren't we? That was it. Mr. Armorer, can I come in? There we go. Howdy, howdy, howdy. Goha. I have some information for you, Goha. You've shut down production, Interloper. Perhaps we shall make a bikini of you yet. Yes, I have. Excellent work, Interloper. Grah. Did you obtain any technology of our own? Here, I will decrypt it for you. Thank you very much. We shall continue your training. Weapons are nothing without usage. Without the glory of the righteous war. Phase beam. Spacefaring beam weapon and asteroid mining to for the ship. User advised that organic elements are required to recharge the device. Interesting. It requires tritium, which I can get from space. Gather tritium. Purchase a wiring loom from the space freight. Oh, cool. Steel yourself, interloper. Pirates have discovered our world. What? Not the paradise of Sonic. They will provide practice for your weapons. Attack, Gra! Attack! Burn their hives of villainy to sin. Let them know that this is no one's sky but ours. It's no man's sky. He said the thing. As they tell me of pirates, the armor begins to shake. I have not seen such passion, such hatred, expression in them for any other being. The armor alerts me to the presence of pirate ships orbiting our world, asking me to go and fight them. Let's do it. Fight well, interloper. Just that's not the right voice, is it? Fight well, interloper. Destroy them before they draw more sentinel attention to our homeworld. Let's go. Let's make mincemeat out of them. The reflection of death has reflected upon many deaths so far. Can we install this phase beam that you have found for us? What's this one? Oh, rocket launcher. How have I not used a rocket launcher before? Yeah, I gotta install that. Install that straight away. Can I also install this phase beam? I don't have enough tritium. Have I not got any anywhere? I'm sure I usually have some lying around. I guess it's so, what's the word, prevalent in space. Oh, it's on the spaceship, right? We will not do with that, but we will go and use our rockets though, right? Where are these pirates? Let's go blast into space. Have I got this mission active? Yes, hunt and destroy the planet. Pirates, there we go. Certain things don't trigger, I think, until you, here we go. Locate the armorer's target. There they are. Boosh, dead ahead. So. Ooh. Oh, and you change it like you do with the other weapon. You got the photon cannon. And we switch to the rocket launcher. That's cool. You can only fire one at a time. Right. Hopefully it'll do some decent damage when it gets there, though. We don't need to jump. It's like 20 seconds away. Don't be impatient. Although we could mine some tritium on the way. Install that other... Oh, wrong one. There we go. I'm getting some tritium. No, I'm getting silver. I would like tritium, please. These are usually tritium, these crystal things. Platinum. Getting all the valuable metals and none of the thing that I want. Oh, they've upped the animation of the explosions of the asteroids. It's really good. That's some nice explosions you've got going on. I'm always impressed by how much they continually add. Tritium hypercluster. Ah, okay. This turns into tritium. Excellent. Right, so maybe we can install this phase beam thing. The bad guys will wait. It's fine. Sweet. Let's check this phase beam out and see what that does. Phase beam. Oh, that is very good for mining. Wait, did I just... What did I just get? Wait. Full stop. What is this? Anomaly Detector. A single-use geometric beacon that probes the surrounding area for near-space anomalies. Such objects are highly unpredictable. Select the detector and use begin scan to begin the location process. I've never seen anything like that before. That's crazy. Anomaly detector. Oh, I wonder if that's like when you... when it comes up saying, you know, anomaly detected, and it's usually either someone wanting to trade with you, or it could be a damaged ship. That's really cool. This thing's quite good. It overheats quite quickly, so it has to be powerful for it to be worthwhile. Let's continue on with our mission, which was this way, I believe. Oh, no. I had it on the radar then. Oh, There we go. Apparently it's this-ish way? This-ish way? It's quite hard to read the radar sometimes. Because is it far away in the distance that direction, or is it... Oh, did I see the star? Yes, there it is, there it is. There we go. I think we're going to switch to the photon cannon to start off with. And then we'll try our new weapons as we go on. I'm quite surprised how far astray I went there. Oh, are they in the atmosphere, maybe? They're not in space? Oh, okay. I guess that's what we're doing. We're going into the atmosphere. For a terrestrial starfight. Well, spaceship fight? Not really a starfight, is it? I guess if it's terrestrial. And there's Apollo wanting me to do his other mission, so I didn't do it. I couldn't quite remember whether I did it or not. There's a ship down there, look at that. Oh, we're joining a little fleet. Just in time to face the pirates. Come on, guys, let's go. We've got this. Formation. Attack. And they fly really low. Like, worryingly low. Oh, whoa! Really weird boost of speed there. I don't know what that was. There seems to be like a field around them that is... Oh yeah, they are actually helping us. Oh, terrestrial combat is not this ship's forte. I can tell you that much immediately. Ow, ow. I'm not too bad in space. I'm terrible in the atmosphere. Right. There's one down. Right, okay. There's the other one. Right. Two down. Oh, Starfighter. New title unlocked. Nice. Is that done? Are we done? Let's go over to... It was a weapon guy, wasn't it? Wants me to do that. Weapon research. Want to destroy the pirates. I did. Return your ship to space. Oh, okay. Return to your ship and proceed to space. I'm already in the ship, buddy. I'm always in my ship. Ah, here we go. Space pirates. Not surface pirates. This direction somewhere? Can't see the star anywhere yet. Maybe we'll warp away and might give us a better angle on it. It's very difficult to tell. Maybe it must be on the other side of the planet. Maybe I'm just gonna warp like way away, and then at least I'll have an idea of what I'm looking at. I guess it's gonna be the smoothest way of doing it. If I go all the way over here into nowhere space, I then might have an idea of where this thing is meant to be. Ah, there we go. Right. Right there. It's given a weird hexagon around it, which I've not seen before as well. It's new. Oh, here we go. It must have meant that it was like a quadrant of space, right? Yeah, much better in space. Right, let's try the rocket launcher out. Hey, buddy. Surprise. Oh, I super missed. It was such an easy target as well. Let's try and get another shot when he's... Oof. Wow, okay. Now I return to the armor. Okay. Let's head back to base, shall we? There we go. Mission accomplished. Wouldn't it be crazy if that was the first combo that you did? You managed to get this far in the game without having experienced any of the combat. You're like, oh, there's fighting in this. The armor has shown me the way of combat. Come on the ship. There we go. I don't think I've got the landing blueprints yet. There are landing blueprints for landing the ship. I do not yet have. Let's head in and see the armorer. Hello, buddy. Oh, the enforcer. Sorry. Here we go. It is done, Interloper. You have purged these vile beings from our air. Yes, I have. Grah. Well fought, Interloper. To be young, and also a robot. To kill again. Grah. How I envy you. Interloper. There is both good and bad news. Some of the pirates appear to have fled your wrath, but this merely delays their righteous extermination. Hunt them down and interrogate them for potential weapons technology. What? And then consign them to the Great Abyss. Wow, okay, this is new. He's clearly possessed by the thrill of the hunt. But this energy cannot disguise the fact that they appear to be weakening. Residing here in my base caused them to become ill? Poor guy. The armor to find one of the escaped pirates and take any technology they might possess. Yeah, I'm down for that. This is your prize, Interloper. Weapon technology. And a pirate to do with as you will. Make our ancestors proud. Man, I don't know what we're going to do when we get to the pirate. That sounds questionable. Are you doing okay? What is it you needed from me? Oh, he's finished his thing. Isn't it wonderful, traveler, to be an us again? Ahoo! I'm going to express my doubts. I feel a little bit worried about this guy's mental well-being. He looks at me sharply, the lights flashing in a strange sequence. This must mean something, but I can see I'm not the intended audience. Oh dear. I may have incited some sort of robot uprising. Oh, you know what? We've not been to see the farmer. The farmer will have arrived now, right? The agriculture guy. Hey, there you are. Hey, buddy. Trade envoy, This is the home of glass and metal traveler. This is in dire need of my touch. But no need to fear. I come well equipped for such work. Oh, you do? You're giving me a whole bunch of stuff. A gut rot seeds and planter plans received 3 items learned. Gut rot flower, hydroponic tray, and large hydroponic tray, and regular hydroponic tray. Man, sentences are in there somewhere, I'm sure. Other sentences are available. Hello. Your first lesson will teach you to embrace the dirt, friend. The earth provides life in death, after all. Take this hydroponics tray and these gutrot flower seeds, and grow the flower, and see how it feels to produce life. The trade volume is already bedding in nicely. They have already given me the means to beautify my home. If I prove myself a worthy farmer with this gutrot flower, perhaps they will share more agricultural secrets. Wonderful, my friend. So, our home will be filled with delicate perfume, for which this plant was named. No worries, all control screen. It is getting late, so yeah, absolutely no worries at all. Have a wonderful evening, and it has been lovely as always having you swing by. Thank you so much. Hope you are doing good. Gonna need to build one of these. Can I build them in these little slots? Oh, I can do. But I need metal plating. Cool. No. This is what we need. Yeah, thank you so much for swinging by. I hope you have a lovely weekend beforehand. Why can't I build it there? What? How did I do that? Delete. There we go. Don't delete the room. Small hydraulic bay. Build it there. Why isn't it buildable? Do we need to rotate it? Wonder why? Because it's kind of like locking onto that spot. Like it should be buildable there. I've got the ferrite. I've got the metal carbon. Well, this is a bigger room. Can I build it in here? Oh yeah, I can build it in here. Quite. Yeah, it's fine. I could from a distance. Can I build it in here from a distance? Yeah. Oh, that's weird. I don't know what that's about. But I'm not going to argue with it. And then I need to, what? Build one of these? I need a load of Fecium. Oh dear. Been a long while since I've had Fecium. I think that's how it works. We'll try and find some Fecium while we're out, and we'll come back to that, I think. In the meantime, we're going to go and hunt down some pirates and steal their technology, apparently. Oh, actually, before I do go, while I'm here, just remembered, I said I was going to unload some of my various riches, so I'm going to realize I've not powered this up, so I'm going to get it powered up. There we go. Nice. I'm going to store some riches, right? So you can go to, you can get stored, you can get stored, you can get stored. All of these things that are potentially usable resources that I do not yet need. I think the same I go for. Yeah, I can go in as well. Yeah, I think that's probably about it. But that's a fair amount. The other thing that I might look to get rid of would be this movement module, but I can sell that to a shop. Excellent stuff, right? So with that, we will make our leave. Oh, press up on the to get to the hydraulics bay. Did not see that when I first did. So we'll come back to the planet and do that. But for now, I'm gonna go find some pirates and interrogate them. Find and interrogate the pirate. Are they still in the system? Well, that's very interesting. I didn't quite expect that. We might not need to warp. I think we might be able to just go up to the atmosphere a little bit. Save a bit of time. Keep an eye on it. Taste the rainbow. Taste the rainbow. Let's have a look. How far away are we? Oh yeah, we're right above them now. Here we come. We have you now. Approximate location. Let's get the scanner out. Are they in that building? Yeah, they're definitely in that building, right? We're gonna go on foot. You know what? We're not gonna go on foot. We're gonna take the ride. Let's go. Oh, actually, I'm gonna... Let me just read this real quick. Kovacs! Let's go! Oh, there's another one here as well. So many temptations. Language. I'll work out when that would come in useful. I guess it would. Oh, the other thing you know what? I might just go on foot actually, because I realise there's a few things I also need to... I could do with scanning for some hidden... Buried data, sorry. Buried data is something that I do need, but I do not have much of, so I'll give that a go. with the regular scanner. There's my Jeep. I'm headed this way. And there is buried treasure in that vague direction. Yeah, let's take the Jeep because it looks like it's not going to take us anywhere. Da, 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 da. Hey, Retro Ted, how's it going? Welcome on in. How are you? Thank you so much for the raid. Let's do a quick little switch over to here. Little shout out for Retro Ted, who has just been playing some Planescape Torment. I couldn't get the other one out of my head. Torment has gone to the next level at the moment. The ultimate torment has commenced. How have things progressed for the what sounds like for the worse? We are currently hunting down pirates. So in here is a pirate that's I've been assigned. Well, I went into space and blew up some pirates, and then somebody asked me to come and chase down one of the escapers and eliminate them, which is what we're doing here now. We're going to eliminate these remaining. I do not remember seeing these hippo guys before. Pretty awesome. So, guns out, with the shotgun ready. Let's go speak to him. You, pirate scum. Resource analyst that. We're stuck in a long, drawn-out battle using all of our healings, things, and the party is near death. Oh, that is not... That is torment. Yep, that sounds like torment to me. You liar. Friend, such wonderful hour for our meeting. Know that the pirates held me captive, that I had nothing to do with their illegal activities. Tell Gek Trade Federation I am innocent, yes? Here, take this. Take this as a token of my goodness, friend. Keep mouth shut. The life form offers me their advanced survival blueprints. They claim to have been captive of the pirates, but I have my doubts. The blueprints appear to have been given only in exchange for my silence. You cheeky Gek. I take the advanced blueprints and leave. There is nothing more for me here. It's good. We are currently following up on some base missions. So we're working for the Gek, who is doing our general base expansion. We're working for the Korvax, who is doing our science and is trying to create his own network with like the scanner and the ore refiner, and trying to make his own like sentient network out of those, which is weird. I've just picked up a farmer who is teaching me to grow gut rot flowers, which don't sound too exciting. At the moment, I'm working for what's the other one? Vakeen, who is sending me out on these missions to go and hunt down and blow things up, which is quite fun. So yeah, currently that's the main plan, is to try and get through all of these little side missions, these side hustles. Yeah, exactly. It doesn't sound like it's the most aquatic respiration. Oh, an aeration membrane. Interesting. How much does that cost? Oh, I've got thousands of membrane. I'm gonna buy that. And a shield lattice. Yeah, I'll buy that as well. So I think these things, when you go to one of these little trade centers and these little guys behind the counter here, they're all B and C, and this one's an A, which is quite nice. But they all work in addition to regular upgrades, which is quite nice. So you don't have to have, because you can only have 3 upgrades per item, and these count as a 4th, which is quite useful. Do you have anything useful for me in terms of technology? Semiconductor. I've not seen one of those before. It's rather expensive. I'm not going to spend any money on that because I don't know what it's for. It's a Nerf gun. It's a little Nerf gun. It's got horns on it. That's actually awesome looking, but I've got absolutely no use for it, which is a real big shame. Because that is awesome. I didn't even know you could get horns on the weapons. It is. That's exactly what it is. How did you get on with your No Man's Sky? Are you still hooked? Hey, Reflection of Death. What? Whoa, watch it there, buddy. My face is right there. Remember where I parked. That's fine. No worries. Right. Back to the base. Where is the base? There it is. Nope, that's my other base. Back to the first base. There it is. All the way over here. How far away are we? We are... too far away. Let's... oh no, we're a minute away. That's fine. We'll do some low fly and see if anything interesting on the way for that minute. Not too bad. Hey, Frostalion! How's it going? 3 per tab, so 6 total. Ah, interesting. I'm still waiting for time to be able to get some other games in. Be quite nice. Accidentally played Bioshock for 4 hours. Bioshock's so good, man. I loved the Bioshock games so much. 1 and 2 were beautiful. 3 was fantastic for having played 1 and 2, if that makes sense. It all fed into each other so well. Whoa, where are you going? Land the ship. Dear Lord. Space Porky, come on. Righty, let's go and speak to the armorer who's in here. There we go. Just a benchmarking turn. I'm sure that's all it was. Bioshock is one of the horror games I'm trying to get Chiron to play on his stream, because I think that for me, it's one of the most atmospheric horror games that I've played. I've not played Dead Sun, which is meant to be an even better version of that. I've heard that's on my to-do list, my very long gamer to-do list. It is done then. You made them suffer. The armor begins to cough. They do not appear in good say. It's health. Should I lie to him? Oh. I did make them suffer. I made them give away some blueprints. But technically, it's true. I shall decrypt their data, interloper. May it bring you glory, but I have another task for you. It is almost the end. A star shield battery and an unstable plasma. What is this dramatic thing you have? Oh yeah, hero quest on tabletop sim. That is something that I am very excited about. I've not actually looked at it yet still. I need to get on that this weekend. There is a structure on this world, a depot of little consequence. But to the Sentinels, they will defend it to the last drone. Attack it. Draw the ire of the Sentinels. Then our hunt can begin. While you are away, I shall create a powerful upgrade so that your weapon is fit for our great war. Enforcer Groha appears to have declined even further. This longing for the hunt seems to be the only thing keeping them alive. Poor guy. Yeah, gotta keep him going. Go. I will prepare your weapon, interloper. You can rely on my work. Suspicious. Let's go raid some peeps then, shall we? Excellent. I will take that data and I will go raid some folks. Yeah, I'm a huge fan of Hero Quest when I was a kid. Played it long before I'd even touched the idea of D&D. Is it just there? All these things are so close and I had no idea. And I recently ordered it on from Hasbro. Did a Kickstarter for it. So I've got it's meant to be coming sometime autumn 21. So I mean, it could be. Who knows when it's going to arrive. But then RetroTech discovered that it's actually on Hero Quest with all the on Hero with all the expansions. Oh wow, this is a pretty cool quest ship. Tell you what, I'm going to park over here. and then we'll go check out that crashed ship, and then we'll come and do whatever it is that guy wants me to do. I meant to ask you, Richard, is it multiplayer? Or would we have to do some sort of like Twitch-based janky business to get it going? Which I'm willing to invest in to get going. Oh, it sounds like we've got a big monster. Oh no, it's these guys. You big oxygen balloons. Oh, it's multiplayer as well? That's amazing. Yeah, we should totally get a game of that going. I absolutely love that game. How are you doing anyway, Frostline? I didn't say hi, I don't think. Welcome to the channel. I'm JStation64. Playing some No Man's Sky. And you are all welcome on in here as we go pillaging this big old crushed Star Destroyer type thing. I've never heard that. You can hear creaking metal, which is quite cool. Not heard that before. The Yellow Tannoy. Is that a good name for a ship? The Yellow Tannoy? Read the log. We approach the temporal anomaly. I have to admit, I'm excited. I might be the first, because we're going down. I know. The system possesses impossible properties. Last night, sound briefly traveled faster than light. Last night's sound briefly traveled faster than light. That's slightly twisted my brain a little bit there. I asked them to forgive me, but they told me I was being a fool. They told me I was a good captain. We drank until late in the... One moment, our instruments are decimated. The next, they seem advanced far beyond their original capabilities. The beauty of it. I can't sleep. This kind of reminds me of the thing in Fifth Element. If you've ever seen Fifth Element, there is the darkness, the evil, is this beautiful orb that people kind of fall into. The stars. There are 16 of them now. I'm going to approach. And this is what we got. After seeing that. Poor guys. They gave it a good go. But they have, thankfully... I mean, why did they do that in a cargo ship? Is an important question, I guess. Open the door. Righty, let's grab some loot and run away. Whoop, 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 whoop. Polyfiber? Again, something else that I've not seen before. Also, did that not irradiate? That's weird. Maybe this is a new kind of thing that I've not seen before. Let's jump across, jump across. There we go. What have we got? Cash. Cold, hard, space cash. There's the radiation. That's what I was expecting. Any treasure down? One down here. There we go. Let's get out the old terrain manipulator. Manipulate us some terrain on the way down. We clear ourselves a door. Yep, there we go. Terrain manipulator. There we go. Let's see if we can clear this away. And what have we got? What have we got? We got a frigate module. Oh, that's cool. That's actually really cool. They are fairly hard to get hold of. That's made this whole expedition worthwhile. I know. It'll stop in a second. It'll stop in a second, right? Oof. It's actually falling a lot faster than I was expecting. Where was that thing that I was just looking for? This one? So how do we get to that one? Up and over, maybe? Yeah. Seems to be a reasonable... oh no, it's down there. Can I get to it from here, or...? Maybe not. It's rather unusual. I deployed navigation lock. Did I do that? Oh, I didn't mean to do that. That's what I was going for. And that is outside. Here we go. That's more like it. Let's go check that out. Oh, right on top of it. Nice. We can hope we just jetpack right out immediately. Go, go, go. Ah, starship fuel. I guess some people like it. You need it in the early days. That's the last one. Let's go check it out. Righty, what have we got? Antimatter housing. It's alright. It's alright loot. Not been the best loot. It's a cool, very, very cool crash ship though. Like, it's all quite compact. And this big orbital ring here is pretty awesome. I wonder if I can get up there. Let's try and get up there maybe. I've got a good jetpack. I'm sure I can do that. Might have to get up onto this little bit as a starter. Oh, that's not a thing. Okay. Might be difficult. Let's give it a try with a jetpack to get fully charged, and then up we go. What? Come on, Space Porky. You can do it. Get forward, get forward, get forward. Oof. Yeah, there we go. Nice. That might be photo time. There we go. Oh, that's a bit of a shame, isn't it? What's happening there then, eh? Maybe if I do that, I can then go like this. Can we lower it down a little bit? There we go. No one's any other way. Let's get further out to get any kind of real scale. Oh, it's as far as we can go. Can we lower it down a little bit so if we stand on the thing? There we go. Probably should have been doing a bit of a pose. Never mind. Oh, I know what. I think I've got this unlocked now. I think I've got like the thank you over here. Oh no, I mustn't have. I've got it prepared, but I haven't unlocked it. There's one which is him on his knees being like, no, which would have been perfect for this. Let's try help. What does that look like? No, it's not gonna be. It's gonna be inconceivable at this distance. Yes, so last week I finished the expedition. The adventures of. Oh, there we go. The adventures of Rock Hunter. That was it. That was his name. Have come to a close. We ended up in a Stargate of all things. For which the first one I've ever encountered in the game. There are several. I think there's 16 different codes that are available. For the Stargate, of which I knew one. I happen to have found one. So I just tried dialing a planet with all 16 digits being the one number. And it took me to another world, it took me to a planet, which is quite cool. So it's the first time I've ever been through one of those proper little Stargate thing. That was quite cool. It was frustrating at times, I think, the expedition. I think there were some elements that are aimed at gamers who have been playing this game a lot more, who were more probably had completed all of the main stories, I guess, or at least all of the basic tutorial stories that I'm still working through. So I probably should have waited a bit longer before diving into it. But it also gave me a bit of a hint on what's to come and gave me a bit of a heads up. So, and some of it was really fun, like they're trying to dive from so stay airborne for 30 seconds. That was quite a fun one. I did enjoy doing that. And a few other bits like that, they were quite good. And learning about the mech, that was very, very fun. Which is now like really, it wasn't very high at all on my to-do list, and is now very, very high on my to-do list for my for this game. Is to get myself some So get the Minotaur active and set up and running, because it was very, very cool. Righty, here we go. So, warning, aggression will attack sentinels. That's no problem at all. I have got a shotgun. Can we reload it? There we go. Got enriched carbon, gold, Ionium. Aronium? Oh, I think I need Aronium for something. And thermic concentrate. Nitrogenic salt. It's kind of about that. It really is the best. It genuinely is the best. I'm gonna make sure I've got space in my inventory before we do this. I'm gonna go and dump some stuff in the ship to make sure that I've got space for it. Oh, I've got space and technology? No, I don't. I need a new ship. I do need a new ship. It is the unfortunate truth. You can get broken down. You guys get broken down? Yeah, you do. There we go. What did you break down into? The gold didn't go up. Or did I just drop them? I don't know where they went to. Never mind. Oh, I've got gold in my cargo. There we go. That's why. These can break down. Polyfiber. Yeah, it's not something I've seen before either. Well, it's very valuable though. This can go. I don't need this at all. Not worth enough money for me to keep hold of in this situation. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 should be enough, right? Yeah. I might move the Bugnium. Oh no, the Mordite, actually. The Mordites, I hardly ever use that. I can go onto the ship. There we go. Righty, let's raid some gold. Surprise, guys, it's me. It was me all along. Sorry, that's really loud, everybody. Yeah, that's right. Ain't no one messing with Space Porky anymore. Oh, reinforcements are on the way. Let's get out of here. Alley-oop. It's been a pleasure doing business with you. Bye. Bye-bye now. And all we need to do now is head back to the armor. Let's go do that. Big old wide arc. Although I guess technically I'm leaving them back to base right now, which isn't the smartest choice. Maybe let's divert away until we're in the clear. Damn, this ship is a slow turner. Look at it go. There we go. And land. There we go. Let's have a look and see what we got. We got 4 enriched carbon. Got 4 Aronium. Now, I think I needed Aronium for my settlement. One of the reasons why I decided to finish off these missions was I needed, to progress the settlement missions, I needed Aronium. And it was something I hadn't even heard of before. Which made me think that I should probably get to finishing my base refinery and everything before I started doing the city development. But now I actually do have some Aronium for the first time. Let's go see what the old dying Vec is telling. The Keen is telling me. Sorry. You okay? You okay, Gorha? You don't seem too well. I have detected them. Their eye is upon us. You've done it, haven't you? Your actions have summoned them. I guess. I am sorry, Interloper. I will not be able to assist you in your fight. I am too weak. Take this upgrade module and prepare for their arrival. Take this upgrade module and prepare for their arrival. The plasma launcher. Hello. You are right to laugh. High-impact projectile weapon launched plasma shells bounce off surfaces until their internal timer triggers a large explosion. Charged with unstable plasma, careless use can result in damage to the user. Shoot them, and they will come. As the legends say. An amino chamber and hermetic seal. Right. So you're saying, like, yeah, just build this technology. I don't have that thing. I can put a wiring loom in. I need to make a hermetic seal. I don't know if I can make an amino chamber. Hermetic seal? Oh, I can make one of those. There we go. Can I make an amino chamber? Oh, I can do. I need chlorine and metal plating. God, I don't know where chlorine I'm going to get from there. That's a long term far away. Pop that in there. There we go. Well, I've got 2 out of 3. They approach. But before the final fight, I have another task for you. Okay. I need to be strong to serve you. There is a substance, an offering freely given by the young to their elders, that may yet restore me. I myself spent years enmeshed within the harvest circuits, my organs sacrificing their enzymes for the fleet. Ugh. I was glad to do so, but we need not repeat such torment today. Enzyme remnants found on Vakeen daggers should be enough to heal me now. Whatever sacrifice Enforcer Guha made for the others, they do not appear to have reaped the same benefits in their old age. The Vakeen's body is scarred, their speech laboured. I cannot imagine they will survive another year. The armourer requires Vakeen daggers to prevent further decline. The Vakeen appears relieved. They say nothing, but there is a look of hope behind their tired eyes. Was it telling me to craft one? I don't think I have any Vakeen. The number of times I've killed myself with this plasma thing, I've not used them before, so I will take that as a as fair warning. Do I have any daggers lying around? No. I can put a bunch of this stuff in here though now, can't I? Things that I don't need immediately, because I don't know what they're for. Vakeen daggers, no. No, I didn't like it. Is there any on the ship for some reason? Can't imagine why to be on the ship. Nope. Or on the X-Craft. Oh, they do have Fecium, actually. I need some Fecium. No, we're all good. We're all good. So, let's go and let's go in search of Vakeen daggers. And also chlorine, so I can make my big explosion gun. Where does one find Vakeen daggers? First of all, hey, Karen. Hey, Raiders. How is it going? How go the many named denizens of XCOM? Hey, Madcap. Hey, Chiron. How are you guys doing? Welcome on in. Thank you so much for the raid. Let's do a quick, whilst we're slowly flying through space. There we go. Denizens. There we go. Thank you very much. Oh, I've got my phase beam now. Nice. I can mine some stuff. There we go. Nice and easy. So we're looking for. Took out another chosen. Nice. Lost another name. I mean, it's a fair trade. Was it who was it who bit the bullet this time? Was it time? Oh, was that Brian? No. Stop exploding, you coward! Oh, pause that. Does that mean we can make a kif now, though? There we go. We make our own doorways. Righty, is there any chlorine in this system? Let's have a look. Paraffinium, silver, delirium, copper, paraffinium. No. So, we're probably going to need to find a Vakeen system, I guess. Zach McCracken. It was nearly Stationary J. Oh, man. Almost bit the bullet. I mean, Stationary J's lasted a while. I'm quite surprised. I think they died in the first. I think they died fairly early on in the first campaign. So I'm impressed they've lasted as long as they have. That's a funky looking freighter. I'm liking the big bumper wheel on the front. I quite like that. Righty, so we are looking for a Vakeen dagger. I'm thinking to acquire such a dagger, I might have to head to... Oh, you know what, actually, whilst I'm here, I'm going to do that thing with the Ephysiums. Where's New Jaystown? I think it should be that one. Nope. Must be that one by the fleet. There we go, there it is. No, I've not encountered a new... You can only buy them, thank you, Frostline. I'm trying to think where the best place to find, because a trade post, I guess I might be able to buy one there. I just travelers coming in and out. That's my first instinct, is to try one of those. I've seen them for sale before when you're traveling and a ship comes and tries to trade with you. I've seen that happen quite a few times. But that's about it. So here is New Jaystown. It is the village, or the settlement, sorry, that I have built on Sonic. And I've also prepared, but not yet built, but I've got ready up here. This is where I'm going to build my new base, just up here on the ridge, overlooking the... don't destroy the base, there we go. Overlooking the town, when I get the chance. But this needed some aluminium. So Arthur Morgan's in the cab, he is. And which I now actually have... Wait, did I just dump it all? I dumped it all back in the thing, didn't I? Son of a... Never mind. Oh, maybe they'll have another mission. Let's go see what they've got to say. But I'm largely avoiding this until I've finished the... Jealous of the neighbours. Interesting. Oh, I didn't realise there'd be a... a sightless Vakeen here. There we go. Here's the Overseer's room, I think. This is the Overseer's room? Maybe? Yes, there we go. Any new missions come in? Make settlement decisions. View construction opportunity. Here we go. So, consider the submitted plans for development of both a new dance lounge and a bioshed. Data indicates a 42% approval rating for the dance lounge and 49% approval of the bioshed. So the saloon is going to increase happiness a little bit, but really impact productivity. Whereas the bioshed massively improves productivity. What are we thinking, guys? Are we going to go and do the approval rate and also help productivity? Or are we going to sacrifice productivity for a bar? I am tempted by the bar because last time we played, we did have... With the first settlement we built, we did have a bar under construction. But I'm up for... Two settled an argument about the spelling of aluminum. Can you make the choice and settle the bloody feud? Exactly. Is it aluminum or is it aluminium? These are the real questions. These are the things that you learn to have to question when you're a seasoned space adventurer. This is what you have to know. So I'm thinking I might go with the saloon because we did start off with the saloon. I might say to heck with the mechanical. It's pronounced data, not data. Data. Enter the data. We're gonna go with saloon. We're gonna go for the saloon and be damned with our... We're gonna swap happiness for dancing. Oh, we've got incoming. Surprise! Oh, I'm reloading. Oh, what a... These are really mean looking sentinels. But I wouldn't give for a plasma launcher right now. Get some cover. There we go. There's one left? Oh, there is one left. Wasting my time. And punch him! Punch him! Oof. Let's get ourselves some rewards from those guys. I wasn't expecting that. Although I did feel like, I was like, yeah, I flew right into the combat, I was ready to go, and then just reloaded. I had to reload the weapon. Notorious destroyed 50 sentinels. Notorious. Look at him. Notorious mayor of Jaystown. Bring pure ferrite. That I can do. There we go. Come back in an hour. Great stuff. But yeah, generally I'm leaving this whole area until I've finished all of the original base upgrade stuff, because I want to make sure I've got everything at my fingertips before I do that. So first, where are you going? There's no trade hubs around here. Anyway, I'll leave it. Anyway. We're going to go and check out the space station, I guess, see if they've got a Vakeen dagger. Notorious PIG. That's excellent. That is excellent. That might have to be the name of my next stream. It's very, very good. Oh, the space station's so far away. I was trying to get the fail when you did that. I went into mod mode instead. No worries. That was a bit of a shame. It was going to be a cool moment. It's lost. So there's no chlorine in the system. So if I do want to get the plasma launch, I'm going to have to go to a different system to buy the chlorine, or to mine the chlorine. Unless I can buy some on the station. And 2 Vakeen daggers, which I'm hoping some traders might have, if the main galactic terminal doesn't have. But we'll dig in, see what we've got, and see what we can find. There may be something there. I had a salt turned to chlorine. These are the... Oh, here we go. Here we go. Hey, buddy. Hey, buddy. Chat to me. A cool ship. Friend, so happy to see you. Need ship repairs immediately. Temperature, something. Could be up, could be down. We don't know. Have an antimatter housing that I happen to have on me. Go for it. Eyes widen with gratitude. They give me what they can spare before departing to repair their ship. What did you... Increase standing with the Gek. And a pitiful amount of nanites. Ah well. Ooh. Dodgy landing. There was a bug with these. With the little guys that come visit you. Speaking of the little guy that comes visit you, and the anomaly detected, I've not done a freighter yet. No, I've done a couple of flying freighters where there's nothing there, basically. Look at these guys, twinsies. As soon as they appeared, you could destroy their ships and collect the loot, then answer the comms and trade with them. That's making the most of a situation, isn't it? No Vakeen daggers. I think sometimes you can get them by speaking to the Vakeen. I think. If you speak to them, sometimes it'll give you one. If you do that, the second option, the one... These two twins are freaking me out a little bit. Maybe we'll be better off in the Vakeen system, maybe. Wait, aren't you supposed to be back on my planet? You're the farmer, right? It does. It's a lovely planet. Oh, what joy! I shall grow such produce. How are you here? You were just there. Anyway, I'm not gonna... Let's see if this guy's got some Vakeen daggers. If not, we might try and fly to a Vakeen system and see if we can get a hold of one there. You can blow them up and then trade with them. Cargo and starship negotiations begin. I would like to buy items from the life form. Nope, doesn't look like it. It's usually at the top, I think, these kind of unusual items. What's your ship like? Oh, it's actually an A-class. It's not pretty enough, though, I'm afraid. It's actually so much more spacious than mine. Can I afford this? Oh, no, actually, no, it's not that much bigger. It's a much higher class. What type is it? Does it tell me what type it is? Hauler? Oh, it's a shuttle. It's a big shuttle, actually. But nobody wants a shuttle. Let's take off and head out. There we go. So, one of the missions that I do have in my inventory, my log, is to take a photo. The only issue is that this photo is very, very, very far away. In fact, let's top up the warp drive real quick first. And we'll get an idea of how far away it is. It is all the way over here. You can see it going into the distance over there. It's quite far away. So I'm going to try and make my way to it until we find either a Vakeen system or we find a two Vakeen daggers. Until we find two Vakeen daggers or we find some chlorine, and they'll give that a go. But also, at the same time, we get to explore some new systems that we've not been to before. Let's have a little look around and see what we've got. I'd like to go first-person perspective, please. Which I thought was that. Oh, there we go, yeah. We can get an easier go of scanning. We've got ancient bones, fungal matter, ammonia, magnetized ferrite. What else? Oh, another one right here. What have we got? A scalding planet with more ancient bones. A lot of ancient bones in this system. Oh, wow. That's right there. That's a really pretty looking planet. I really hope this is a paradise planet. It's a paradise planet! Nice! I might go down to this one, because I like the look of it. I've been after going to a water planet for a while, to set up a submarine base. At least if I land here, I'll be able to... It's not a good thing to do this whilst I'm mid-flight. Never mind. There we go. Oh, there's a settlement here as well. This is a very nice planet. No worries, Retro Ted. Thank you so much for swinging by. Thank you for your stream earlier on. It was always enjoyable to catch up and see you. I hope you have a wonderful evening and a wonderful rest of the week. Yeah, this is very pretty here. I like this a lot. The pink sky. Let's go. Oops, that didn't go well, did it? Let's go see what's in this place. If there's anything interesting. It's sealed? No. Oh, it's an observatory. We're not going to trigger that because we're going to get super sidetracked if we start doing that. I will save, and I might put down... Oh, can you see that through that building? It did something through there then. I don't know if it was a glitch or whether it was there is actually something on the other side of this hill. See if we can have a quick look. It looked like one of the big factories, one of the big repositories, is it called? Oh, maybe not. Maybe it's not that. No, it's clearly not. Oh, that's a shame. Never mind. I thought I'd spied something then, but so yeah, I might say that I'm tempted to build a little base computer here so that I can come back to it whenever I need to. I might just name, if I name the planet, that'll be enough, I think. Yeah, let's do that. Any ideas on naming this one? It's a rather pretty planet. Let's have a look at... We could do with naming the system as well, actually. Any themes anybody's got for naming a system? Let me have a think. Assassin's Creed I'm playing at the moment. There's Zelda, I guess. Zelda's not bad. Discovered 2 months ago. I've already been through this system. Oh, that's weird. That's very weird. Let's not bother with naming. Let's just leave and take away. Although I do like that little rock there. Let's head to the space station and see if we've got. We've already got the upgrade from there, maybe. That'll be worth seeing. That'll tell us whether or not we're going mad. Although I guess that being said, if I'm heading to somewhere I was meant to take a photo, I probably already do have the correct details. I wonder if I can warp to a nearby planet rather than... or a nearby system, sorry. Rather than going system by system. If I've already been to these systems, I guess it's not really that much of a point, is there? Is this the chap? No, it's to the side, isn't it? I think it gives me the upgrade. Yeah, my bad. Always the wrong side, every time. Berries is nice, I like that. Citrus fruits, types of sausage. Yes, so we have already been to the system. Types of sausage is quite good. Let's mosey on. Do you have a favorite type of sausage, Karen? And we will name the planet that. Let's call it the sausage system. There we go. This is a terraforming catastrophe. What's a really unpleasant kind of... Oh, chorizo is kind of a terraforming catastrophe, isn't it? Cool. Chorizo? I think there's a T in there. Chorizo. Yeah. That'll do. And then we've got Cumberland up here. Cumberland. Yeah, there we go. Oh yeah, it's good, but if I remember correctly, that planet is everything's been flattened down on it. That's why I thought it does actually remind me of a chorizo on that particular planet. There's no way of seeing really on the galaxy map, is there? Like where you've been, I don't think. Because if we're carrying on for our current mission, which is not showing me at the moment for some reason. I've still got it selected, right? As a mission. Yeah. Oh no, chorizo's not a catastrophe. It's just a very flattened sausage. Can I do free look mode maybe? Would that help me get? It was over here somewhere. Ah, there we go. Oh, I can warp all the way there. That's quite useful. Data unavailable. So I'm guessing it means I've not been there. Oh, it's a mercantile system. It's quite useful. This one is... This is a Vakeen. Cool, that's useful. In fact, there's the one I'm in currently, Vakeen. No, it's Gek. Right, so... We'll go to this one. That wasn't the one I clicked, was it? That's just taking me to a different system. That's very annoying. Because it was right next to each other. There is something a little bit that leaves to be desired about the galaxy map, but again, you know, it's rather unprecedentedly big, so it's kind of understandable to a degree, I guess. First contact in the Euclid galaxy. Oh, it is Vakeen as well. So at least this one is also Vakeen. That's quite nice. Let's check our planets and see what we've got. Looking for chlorine. Scan number 1. A rainy planet. Scan number 2. A shattered planet. Scan number 3. A glacial planet. Interesting. Let's head to the space station. I think there's also a moon around somewhere, but I can't quite see it yet. He's saying space station proximity. It's very far away still. Oh, here we go. It wasn't actually boosting. I thought it was boosting. And our hunt for the Vakeen dagger continues. No worries, Karen. A bean and sausage wrap in the freezer. Use the filter. I had the route. I don't think it's the filter, but I had the route plan on. That's this way, isn't it? Which I think should just direct me to the thing I'm supposed to go to. We've been here before? Ah, we've not been here before. Hey, buddy. Yeah, let's upgrade the suit. We're getting our final row already. Let's see what you've got in the way of upgrades. Underwater protection movement module. I think I've maxed out my movement modules. Let me check. Movement. It's a C class. I think one of these is one that I can rebuild. I don't know which one it is. I'm gonna guess it's the C class. I might get rid of that. Yes, because this doesn't tell you the level of it. It just says it's what it does. So if I get rid of this, I can buy a final S class upgrade from this fellow. Which is pretty cool, actually. And it's given us 200% jetpacks. Excellent stuff. That's really cool. Right, awesome stuff. What else have we got on offer from here? I'm looking for something to help boost my vehicle's speeds, if you have such a thing. Scroll down to the bottom. A laser module, not too bad about that. Boost module, it's only an A class though. I'm going all gold on these. All gold. The ship doesn't have any space for it. Ooh, hello. The Whispers of Gravity. Ah, no, it's fine. And what have you got, my friend? It's like almost like they could break my fingers with a handshake, but thankfully they greet me with a normal nod instead. Give me your nanite and I will grant you something. What have you got? Geology cannon module. I don't have a geology cannon. Scatter blaster module's not too bad though. What's my scatter blaster's current setup? No upgrade to the scatter blaster. Yeah, let's buy that. I'm willing to spend some nanites on this. Make ourselves a badass shotgun. Just the one? Just in case there's another boltcaster module as well. Look. Let's install that, shall we? Next to the scatter blaster. There we go. So what does it give me? 2% damage, 90% cooldown, bigger clip, and less reload time's not too bad. The plus 2% damage isn't great though. I might have to look for another one of those. But I guess I can get several. It's not too bad. Right, go to the trade center to see if we can buy a Vakeen dagger, and I might try and chat to some of these Vakeen, see if they will give me a dagger. Because I believe that is something we might be able to do. No, they've got dirt for sale. Hydraulic wiring. Ammonia. What if you make ammonia into chlorine? It's the same color. Hmm. Let's buy a little bit. Put it in the in the suits thingy. So a bit of ammonia. What does that give me? Ferrite dust. Oh, that's not good. Anything else I can put in here to get chlorine? No, nothing that I can springs to mind immediately. Apart from pugnium, maybe. Pugnium. Cool. No worries. Righty. Let's try the social technique. Hello, my blue friend. Interloper, do not something my words. Vakeen has something, but not is not my something. As I approach, the warrior hastily covers up a tablet in front of them. Please, give me some dialogue help. Teach me a Vakeen word. The word for tradition. That's quite a good Vakeen word. And now, if I practice my language skills, and you like it, let's try reward. No, I didn't like it. Standing decreased with the Vakeen? What? That was a thing. Ah. Oh, you two. Hello. Pinky, how's it going? Grah. I would like some dialogue help, please. Teach me a trade symbol. Welcome back, Karun. We are speaking to scouts and trying to work out if they can give us some, give us a dagger if we're nice to them. Let's try give. The eyes glaze over. They idly furrow their finger into their ear and canal and pick their fingers. Suddenly realizing finishing, they clear their throat. Apparently, the subject is of little interest to the scout. Oh man, I'm not doing very well with these Vakeen. You're a scout. Oh, lots of words. Vakeen High Command insists warrior help pathetic interloper coward. Your request? I guess that meant. Teach me a word. Teach me an aggression word. These are the things I need to know. Sentinel is an aggressive word, I guess. And if I now do language skills, will you please... Vakeen, I guess? Refusing to believe I understand the meaning of the word spoken. Oh my gosh. They're not playing ball. Vakeen at arms. Nikwinzagi. Oh, wait. This guy's speaking to me. Your Gek servant told me you were coming, Interloper. It's an honor to meet one whose bloodlust exceeds my own. Gra, we shall kill together for the glory of Herc and our ancestors. A great sentinel hunt begins. Come, let us inhale the requisite Gra. The Vakeen is old. It is not their skin or appearance that suggests this. These beings are too alien. Too unusual for me to make a judgment on the basis. I've already got someone at the... I'm on a mission for him at the moment. Well, this has not gone well. That is a nice ship. That's like the starter ship, but like the Mark II version. It's pretty nice. 13 million units. It should tell me somewhere what its storage is, but I can never remember where about it tells you that. Oh, 28 plus 5. That's pretty good. Plus 5 isn't great, I guess. I'd like to buy a dagger from you, my friend. Dagger. I want nothing from you. Salt. Let me buy some salt and see if that turns into chlorine. Right. I should have mentioned salt before. I'm gonna see if he was giving me a hint. Yes, there we go. Wait, where'd you go? Where'd you go? I need more salt. Don't go anywhere, buddy. I need more of your salt. Give me 100 of your finest salt. You know what? I'm just gonna... No, it's too much money. I'll just buy the lot. No, it's too much money. It's 500,000. Let's get a couple of hundred. That should do it. How much did I need for the gun? It was this, wasn't it? Oh, it's for the amino chamber. How much did I need for the amino chamber? Oh, oh, okay, yeah, I've got more than that's fine. Righty. In that case, let us mosey on to the next system. We'll follow that winged bird. Here we go. So, galaxy map. The no filter economy life form, and then the current mission. The current mission is it's saying is highlighted as the destination, but it's not showing any path, which is very unusual. Maybe if I go off it and back on it again, maybe. Sorry, that one. Current mission. It's still not showing me where I'm supposed to be going, which I don't understand why. Very odd. Oh, now it is. As soon as I go off the thing, it does, which is very some unusual reason. You've broken another mission. Maybe that's what it is. Yeah. Let's head all the way out here to this Vakeen commercial system, and we'll see if we can find someone that'll give us a dagger. I'm trying to think what's the best way of hunting these. Oh, fleet situation. I guess we better help. I'm not really bothered about the what is it gives you? There we go. Chromatic metal you get as the reward. Oh, Starship's at full capacity. No, it's not. It's got room still. Where are you, pirate scum? The reflection of death will destroy you. Don't want to get caught in the crossfire. There we go. And there's one right behind me. Being very annoying. Oh, you can't fly there. I'm just going to end up shooting this starship. There you go. It's more like it. There we go. Nice. Oh, still another one. Oh, there's two left. There's a little thing in the bottom corner that tells me that I was not paying attention to. There's that one. Feels slightly bad for that pirate. Completely being obliterated by lasers in every direction. There we go. My pleasure. Want to know how to break the AI in these combat missions? I mean, I'm okay, to be honest. I don't find them particularly difficult most of the time. I've never been in a bad situation in a starfight, and I've only really flown a freighter. Which has always made me feel it's not really that tough a thing. Oh, let's go see the captain then, shall we? And get our chromatic metal. Which one is the flagship? How does one go about breaking them, though, I guess, to make them rue the day? Ooh, that's a pretty ship. I'm guessing that's the... Yeah, that's the flagship. Where is your parking lot, mate? Ah, is that it? Oh, no, it's your engines. Time spent chasing stupid things. Yeah, that is true, yeah. It is time consuming. I very rarely want to engage in space combat a lot of the time. I'm more of... This is one of the situations where you kind of have to, I guess. I guess you don't really have to, but... Seems dickish not to. Like going to this captain, I don't need another 200 chromatic metal or whatever it is he's gonna give me, but it's a nice thing to do. Space Piggy gets his rewards. Oh, there's another ship in here. Oh, that's interesting. Quite a funky looking fighter. Oh, you're the guy, right? Hey, buddy. The warrior runs their hand over the starship and barks. They make it known that they're willing to part with it for the right price. Oh no, it's all right, mate. Thank you though, I appreciate it. I would like to buy some items from you. Please have a dagger. He does. Oh, he's gonna got the one, but I'm gonna buy it right up. Thank you, buddy. That helps though. That makes me feel like this is the right approach. Let's go see the captain. Get a paltry reward for destroying... Was it 7 starships, whatever it was, attacking the ship? Captain Wuzmux. Tell me, Captain, are you feeling like you may want to no longer... This stream is on break between seasons this week and next. Oh, the one above. Oh, that's true. The older glitters. You know what? I've not actually updated that. That's a good shout. I'll have to do that. It's a good shout, Karim. Yes, the adventure that we normally do on Mondays has got a couple of weeks off. I will take. Yeah, inspect it. Can I afford it? Is it better than what I've got? It's different to what I've got. Oh, it is better than what I've got. Oh, I can afford the upgrade as well. That's interesting. I'm finally getting into an area of finance that I can afford to purchase a bigger thing. Just come on. Let me get my what you would consider payment, which is chromatic metal. What do we get? 187. Not too bad. I see it when I call it. It's actually in the next 2 weeks only. That is true, yeah. It's all the little things you got to stay on top of, especially with the automated stuff on Twitch. Not enough time messing around with passwords on Twitch, to be honest, this week. Righty, so we've arrived in the system. It's a beautiful system, actually. Very, very nice. What have we got here? Fungal mold, copper and anemone. Oh, you know what? I don't actually need to pick up anything anymore, do I? I don't need to pick up any chlorine. I've already got some. So all we need now is a dagger. So hopefully this station will be able to get a dagger. Oh, what's your aim there? There we go. Got the autopilot sorted out. It's fine. There's a ship already here. Oh, there's 2 ships already here. That's interesting. Oh, no, there they go. Something I said, maybe. Alrighty, let us head up to this side. Yes. And get ourselves an upgrade. There you go, Space Porky. Yet another upgrade for your suit. Boosh. We've got... I think we've got all the movement upgrades we can get. So it's only health ones that we're going to be getting now. I'm not too fussed about those. I've not really gotten into danger health-wise at any point. I'm up for any movement ones, any golden movement ones you can offer me for my vehicles. Vehicle. I've only got the one so far. I'm still excited for Nautical kind of Minotaur engine, fuel efficiency, and jetpack boost tanks. That's actually quite cool. But there's no rush for that. I'm not quite to there yet. Don't need you. Little funky pink gun. I don't think there's much you're going to be able to offer, but I'll have a look. Since this is my combat weapon that I currently have, it's always worth looking for more upgrades for the combat weapon. Pulse splitter module, scanner module. Ooh, scanner module. Do I have maxed out scanner modules for this? No, I don't. I can put another one on there. Because that is the one that counts as a fourth. So I can actually put another one on there. Let's do it. Let's buy another scanner module. Please, would you let me buy a module? Thank you very much. For the scanner module. Here we go. I am kind of burning through these nanites, so I need to be a bit careful about this. Being very casual about my nanite use. Install. Does that count? Yes. Excellent stuff. And also, whilst I'm here speaking to you, I would like to sell, if you don't mind. I do have. Oh wait, why did you stop talking to me? I do have one thing I want to sell. There we go. Excellent. There we go. That's a bit more space in the inventory as well. Let's go speak to some guys on the other side. See what they say. They would please kindly. Let's check the Galactic Trade Hub first. Make sure they don't have one. Oh, the scout missions sometimes actually have that as a reward, don't they? Things like the daggers. Let's go check out. Is it you who have the scout missions? Or is it you? You as an agent, I think. Mission agent, yeah, here we go. Browse missions. Rewards, runaway mold, nanites, fusion igniter, resalvage data. Wait, is that completed? Oh, I don't have enough standing with them. Oh, okay, I see. Kill 10 creatures, kill 15 creatures, hunt dangerous pirates. Nice. And raid a planetary depot. Oh, that's quite interesting. Do you have specific missions, or are you just the guild guy? Do not know enough of your language, my friend. As a gift for me, okay. A warp hypercore. Interesting. That sounds like a thing. What's a warp hypercore do? Can't craft another one of these, can I? High capacity antimatter based fuel. These cell harnesses turn on a coal generator and power starship hyperdrives across multiple warp trunks. Is this a big refill for the warp, maybe? See if we can. I don't want to warp anywhere. I just want to make sure that it's being accessed so it knows that I've been here. Yeah, it's still remembered. Cool, that's good. I was going to talk to these guys, wasn't I? That's what I was going to do. You're not a Vakeen. You're a Vakeen. Engineer. Hello, my friend. Works sharply. I clearly interrupted their concentration. They stow a small knife they were spinning around in their fingers. Teach me a word, my friend. Teach me an aggressive word. You all seem quite aggressive. Battle. That seems like a good one. Now, can you please practice my skills with you? Falls respectively silent listening. Let's say war. That's a good word. That's a good one, right? Or weapon, because you're an engineer as well. Engineer Gunt glances at their multi-tool and then at mine. They attempt but fail to suppress a laugh. So is that nothing then? No, nothing came of that, it seems. I'm not doing. I was so good at impressing the Gek. I'm really not good at impressing these guys. Hey, buddy. You joining in the conversation? Hey. Weak-minded. Maybe it's good that I don't know this language too well. Let's say... I was going to say pathetic, see what he says. Grins disturbingly and whispers something threatening. My response must satisfy them. They drop a sinister tone and chuckle to themselves. I seem to have earned their respect. Ah, just the bikini standing's got up. No, I don't think it's reliable enough to guarantee I'm going to get something. Which is a bit of a shame. Worth a try, though. Blighted planets. What else have we got in the system? There we go, another one. It's a low atmosphere planet. They're quite fun. Can only see the 2 planets at the moment. Oh, here's another one. Oh no, it's the same one. I've just flown around in a circle. Yep, there we go. So, we'll continue on the route a bit more. Oh, it's remembering now. Oh, we can go all the way there now. Excellent. I might go to each one of these because we're going to get another suit upgrade if we do, so we'll do that. And it's another chance to maybe find another dagger. If we're able to. Oh, no, cool, no worries. Wasn't something weird was happening then. Did a weird sequence. The Pastovo system. A high-energy planet. I'm guessing that's one of its moons, maybe? Or is it just a further away planet? It looks moon-like, I guess, which is why I'm thinking it's a moon. Oh yeah, moon, sweet. A charred moon with aggressive sentinels and salt. We've got any other planets in... Oh, quite a few. We've got a... Oh, we've got people looking for us. I'm busy scanning at the moment, buddy. I'm not really have time for this. Oh, you have to salvage data. Come and get it. Well, this is not a very good combat weapon. That's more like it. There we go. Next one. Oh, the phase beam locks on. That's quite cool. And the last one. Come on, buddy. Oof. That didn't go too well. There we go. Nice and easy. I think I had a little help there from the Vakeen, and the Vakeen liked me doing that, which is very good. I don't know if I got a scan of the last planet. So I've got to look on this list. Oh, it doesn't tell you to the Vism. Oh, okay, okay. So we're going to go to the space station. Oh, wow, look at that world. Oh, that's gorgeous. Look at that. Look at this asteroid field. Wow, okay. I'm a big fan of that. That might be our next destination to explore. It might be an aquatic planet, actually. That's quite cool. Let's go visit. Let's go see what it is. A bountiful planet. Hmm. Similarly to Sonic, it's far away from the main system. Oh. What? Grave of the Ocean King. What the fuck is this? Oh my god. Oh, this is awesome. You're the one who discovered it. It's, a gift has been bestowed from the thing. Worth 1,000,000 units. Oh, these are going to be worth something, I would imagine. There's a thing over here, or is that just telling me where it generally is? Oh, no, 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 no. Don't crash. Well, first things first. We need a photo of this thing. In fact, it might be better to do a photo of me flying away from it. I quite like that idea. Counts as a fossil, right? Yeah, exactly. Let's do something like this. And then we're going to need to go... That's as far as I can get. I want to see if I can widen the lens. I want to get as much of this in as possible. Oh, that's awesome. And then save effects. Go back to the rotation. There we go. Or is it better like that? No, better like that maybe. So we can get a bit more of the creature in. That'll have to do. Out of the jaws. So what was it called? The Ocean King? Grave of the Ocean King. Now, part of me is concerned about mining these. Oh, there's another ship in here. Hello. If it's bestowed something upon me, but I guess we should give it a try. Zero. Interesting. Oh, I haven't got the ability to mine it. Whatever it is. It cares not for your attempts. The Ocean King has given me its gifts, and I shall get no more. That is really cool. Man, let's head on. That was cool, though. That was awesome. Every time I play this game, something new comes up. I was excited enough by this, like, mocha-ringed planet. I'm not quite sure what it means. I think a bountiful planet is a paradise planet. Or is it... Hold on. How close to the surface are we getting here? Oh, there's a storm. It's a really heavy storm. It's an aquatic planet. This is very, very cool. I'm going to try and land and see what we get on it. Yeah, it's a proper storm. Blistering floods is the weather. Right. Might see if we can get another one of these. I know I'm doing a lot of photos today, but... Where'd all the lightning go? Storm must be ending, maybe, if the lightning's gone. You're gonna call it coconut? Okie dokie, you have claimed it. Planet coconut. Look at the colouring of it. It's crazy. Righty. Crazy as a coconut. Do you want just coconut? Do you want anything else in there? It's a bounty. Nice. And also it's, you know, aquatic and beachy. Coconut is a beachy kind of planet. Just coconut. Cool. Coconut. Spelled it correctly, yeah. There we go. Excellent. I might actually put a little base down on here because this is a cool planet. I want to come back to this planet. Oh, it's so unpleasant though. I'll use some of that chromatic metal that the guy gave me. The captain. Yothrot colony. I will claim this base. And I might make an aquatic base at some point. This is where I'm going to build my aquatic base if I'm going to do it. On planet Coconut. It's got like a ring rise, which is very, very cool. It's a really cool planet. I'm really glad I came out to this planet. I've never made an aquatic base yet, Lord of Misrule. It's something that I'm excited to kind of give a try at some time. Oh, hello. Hey guys. Yeah, I do have money to spend on one of these freighters, but how much money? Inspector frigate. What have you got? What have you got? Crew to your stations. Oh, they're very good at exploration. I don't have a very good exploration one. I've only got trade ones basically. I've only got trade. But that's so expensive. And they're so close to the next rank though. 2.2 million. A lot of money. Let's buy it in honor of the discovery. Oh, we'll call it the what was it? The Lord of the Ocean was it called? Is this another one trying to... I'm not buying another one, mate. It's not a spending spree. Cool. That was very awesome. Right, let's continue then. Did we go to the space station? Or did we get distracted? I get immediately distracted by the Grave of the Ocean King. Thank you. I will rename that ship the Grave of the Ocean King when we get a chance. I think I have to it just flies straight to the fleet, so I have to summon it from the fleet first. I suppose I could do. I cannot remember if I've been to this station or whether or not... That's one of the things I don't like about when I'm doing like the quick tour travels, is I'm never sure whether or not I've been to planets. It's a little bit confusing. Because I either went on the way back or I went straight to that planet, so we'll find out now, I guess. Maybe we did go here. The easiest way to tell is to go to the backpack seller and see if he has a backpack for us. Mr. Backpack Man, where are you? Have I been here before? No, I've not been here before. Excellent. Very useful. Hello. I'll buy another one of these, please. Thank you very much. What have you got for sale? What are you selling? What S-class things are you selling? Radiation protection, toxic protection. I'm fine for those at the moment. Let's buy lots of batteries. Do you have anything to boost my... Oh, have you got a face? Oh, there it is. Oh, that's weird. I thought you had just no face. No S-quality ones at all. Interesting. I can't afford anything for the ship yet. And I think... Oh, you've got a very deep face. I think he's wearing a helmet almost. I don't think I've got anything else I'm going to need to put on this yet. Scatterbuster module is tempting, but I've gone through... Oh, mining beam's quite good, actually. Oh, I've gone through half my nanites already. What's the mining beam currently on? Mining beam... It hasn't got any. Oh, well, I mean, I'm going to have to get one of those then. An increased mining beam is going to make a huge difference, I think. Although, should I have that for a different item for mining beam improvement? Because this is meant to be my weapons one. No, I'll leave it for now. Stay on target. Where is your face? Wow, there is your face. I genuinely thought it had randomly generated him without a face. That's the god. Poor guy. He just had a incredibly strange face. Oh, an amino chamber. That's useful. As you can see, I'm not really placing any value on gold at the moment. I can pop that straight in now, right? There we go. All of that chlorine hunting for nothing. And deuterium is the last thing I need for that. So I've never used this before. I'm going to use it on a planet with some room, I think. It's probably... Oh, wow. Very... Oh, God. Piercing eyes, and he's just shouting the word death at me. Death, 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 death. Joyful warrior. Warriors making snarling noises that sound strangely upbeat. They seem more cheerful than others of their kind. Teach me a cheerful word, my friend. I would like to know a Vakeen word. No, actually, teach me an aggression word. You guys like aggression. The word is enemy. Now let me do some speaking with you, my friend. Like, practice my language skills. Unnervingly, Flagbearer Muxosia's flesh ripples with anticipation. I hurry to think of an appropriate word to say. I will say to you, war. Seemings unperturbed by my insult, they teach me an alternative word I might employ in future confrontations. Destroyed. Is that an insult? Hello, enemy slayer. You're very friendly. Enemy slayer. Grah. I don't know enough of your words, my friend. You seem to have a large spike coming out of your head there. Barks with aggressive enthusiasm. Teach me another aggressive word then, my friend. Come hither, eyes. Slightly terrifying version of come hither, eyes. Enemy slayer, you're going to teach me a word of their language. Challenge. That seems like a good word for these guys. Practice language skills. Let's try destroy. It's what the last guy taught me. He grins disturbingly, whispering something threatening. The response must satisfy them. They drop a sinister tone and chuckle to themselves. I seem to have earned their respect. Increased standing with the Vakeen. It's nice, but it's not what I wanted. Oh, wow. Look at that hot rod. It's like a steampunk starship. It's awesome. Hey, buddy. And you've got a bit of a mohawk going as well. This guy's got it all going. I'd like to see if you've got any daggers to go with your come hither eyes. Dioxide? No, I don't need that. Nothing I need. Let me know about your ship, though, actually. Oh, it's only a C class. Only a C class. Looks cool, but it's not very good. It's a fighter. Oh, it only costs 550 units. That's actually quite sweet. But I have no need of it, my friend. Oh, you've got the same ship? No, it's a more expensive version of an identical looking ship. That's very odd. You've also got an identical face. A lot of weird iterations going on in today's stream. Nope, nothing of value. An A-class version of the same ship. 19 slots. 2.5 million. Is that? I don't know if that's good or not. I can't. It's difficult to know. It's got more technology than mine. I can exchange it for 0 units. Yeah, of course you can. I don't. Yeah, I don't need a fighter right now. A Fourier delimiter. Significantly heat improvement. No, I should stay on target. Oh, I do like it though. It's only 2.5 million. I'm gonna buy it. I'm being very cavalier with my cash at the moment. I don't want it as my current ship though, so you can stay there. I'll call you when I need you. Oh, you know what? Let's take it for a joyride. Screw it. Oh, it's pretty nice actually. It's very maneuverable. So much for focus. Yeah, exactly. Oh, it's actually a pretty nice ship though. Probably just because it's a fighter and it can actually move. I don't know if it's got a warp though. Does it have a warp? Oh, it does, and we can go. We can go and take our photo. Excellent, right? Oh, hyperdrive has no fuel. Boo. Let's make some fuel. Oh, watch out for the rock. Fuel. We're gonna need housing chamber, and we're gonna need antimatter. And we're gonna I'm trying to put them together for no reason. And then we'll turn it into a warp cell. Let me put the warp cell in the hyperdrive. In fact, you guys can go in here because we don't need it yet. Yep, that's fine. Now we can go for the warp drive and see if we can take this photo before the end of the stream. In our brand new little fighter. Let's go with a name for it. I do like the look of it though. I think it's pretty cool looking. I've not seen many of these single engine. It's an interesting entrance to this system. I'm not used to seeing the station right in front of me. Target planet located, finally, right? Let's get ourselves in here real quick. It's very, very fast compared to the Reflection of Death. I do love the Reflection of Death, but part of my thinking is if I need to go on these like longer journeys, that I don't need to. Croissant? Croissant? Is that the suggested name for the ship? La Croissant? I like that. I may have requested Chiron name one of their characters. What was it? Bonjour la baguette bibliothèque? Is one of the XCOM characters in your stream. Righty. Please have a keen dagger. Oh no, why? Why not though? Why not make my life easy? Righty, we're gonna go jump down, take our photo. Make sure this guy's not got anything to tell me that I could possibly use. I very much like his hat. Nope. 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 Oh, he does have chlorine. I quite bet you can just go around looking at traders and it'll eventually get you there. Oh, no, no, don't take off. This guy's got a proper hauler. Let's see what he's got. You might actually have some trade goods. Beam me out? Beam me? Ah, there we go. What's it? Is he broken? Oh, broker. Oh god, he's broken. No. No, got dirty bronze, but that's about it. And ships of no use of mine. The one that... Oh, this looks pretty cool. You mean, is that one a hauler, sorry? That one is going there. Oh, you've also got a very fine hat. I can't work out what this is. Is it a fighter? Oh, it's so much better than the one I just bought. Oh, it's so much better. It's an A class. Got way more slots. Trade it in for 11 minutes. Most of my money though. Exchange it, you've not lost much. Yeah, it's true. Does it look cool, or am I imagining it looks cool? Let's go back. Oh, it's got pretty cool engines as well. So if I trade it in, I'm gonna be almost completely out of cash. It's not worth it. I don't need a fighter that much to be completely out of cash. Because I'm meant to be saving up for like one of these S class haulers or something. Yeah, I want something because that's about equivalent. That's a fighter, but it's about equivalent to my hauler, and I want something better than that. So I shouldn't just be getting. Let's do it. We're swapping the hot rod for inventory. Oh, it's only 10. It's only 10 gold. I'm fine with that. Yeah, I like this a lot more. Let's take a photo. I've not really seen a ship look like this before. Like a reverse Y-wing. I'm on board with it. Frostbound planet, that's quite cool. Right, let's get this photo planet because it is late. And we will... Another aquatic planet, maybe? A scalding planet. A lava planet? A lot of themed planets here. Why aren't you showing me where my objective is? Scan planets. Oh, okay. I've scanned this one. Scan this one. Scan this one. There must be another planet somewhere. Let's warp out of it. See if we can see another planet. Yeah, you convinced me with the idea that money is... Because money is easy. I've never tried to get money in this game, and I've got plenty of money without actually trying, so... I was quickly swayed. Which planet is it, then? Scan planets from space with... Yeah, that's what I've been doing. There must be another planet somewhere hidden behind one of these other planets. No, there's only 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. None of them are showing a destination. Why aren't they showing a destination? Are we gonna have to new Sispushka? Do we have to go visit the planets to be able to find out? At least we've got a fast ship to go and do it with now. Derelict freighter. Is this one I can land in? I've not seen this symbol before. This is the first time I've seen this symbol. I don't know if that means I can land here. I've still not been to one that I can land in. No, I think this is just a treasure one. Because these... I can... get some treasure from. Chromatic metal. Yeah. Guess it's time to try out the new fighter. Let's see how it does. I think that's it for the freighter by the looks of it. There's no landing spots, no more loot. I've whoa! Where did you come from? I thought one of the thingies had turned on me then, one of the allies. There we go. Let's continue our search. Another lava planet. Is this the planet that I'm meant to be going to? Wow, look at that. Vivid green lava. Just like you do. Let's have a look at the log. Clients prepared detailed reports of the activity, find themselves in need of images to enliven their text. The image they require are landscape ones, showing the full range of planetary topography. All lighting conditions will be considered as long as the wavelength remains on a visible spectrum. Reach the target planet. The client requires photos of specific worlds. Reach the target planet. I'm going to land here. Let's see what it gets us. Yeah, zero help from that, unfortunately. Is that fire? Yeah, there's fire everywhere on this planet. Just random fires. Oh, it's on the ship. No, get away! Get away! Well, let's get out of here. It's not triggered anything, so we'll head to the next one. Well, that's definitely all the other planets in the system, so that's not the right. That's not the comms, is it? No. Let's try this one over here. We'll see if we can get to the Scalding Planet. Uizia. Uizia? I think it's because a lot of the fighters often look like the other one did. like a fighter, like a one-man ship. Whereas this seems like a small, seems like the kind of thing that like I don't know, Star-Lord or whatever travels on, like the bigger version of a solo ship. Oh, target planet reached. There we go. Take a photo on the surface. Perfect. An aquatic world. Take a photo on the surface. Oh, I can see rock. I can see rock. That's like a really weird, like, can't see anything beyond the surface. So let's quickly land if we can do. There we go. What a weird... It's got like a weird, like, darkening effect around the horizon. The ship's lights are on. It's like an actual... Oh, wow. That's pretty cool as well. I'm a big fan of that. Can we get anything lower or anything? Or anything exciting going on? That'll have to do, I think. Might just kind of get a photo of this as well. It's also pretty pretty. Oh, I can move the sun, can't I? Always forget about that. Does it do anything? What about if I put it over there? Does it do anything? Green? Objective done! There we go. Let's return to the mission agent. Okie dokie. So, that counts as a save. We're going to leave that there. The mission accomplished. And switch back to the chatting, if we can. There we go. Fantastic stuff. So, it's been a rather eventful one. We've not managed to finish all of the... Oh, no, I didn't rename the ship. You know what? I'll do that after the stream. I will rename it to the Croissant. We've also named the sausage system. I've also spent a lot of my resources. I'm down to 4 million units and down to 2,700 nanites, so a lot of cash has been spent. We've got some funky new stuff. Got a new ship, which I'm quite like. Got a chunky fighter. And we've got a lot of progress made on the base development, I think it is, like the core elements of getting all the access to all of the things you can do in the game. So that's what I'm working away still on at the moment. Can't quite get the help with the staff giving me all these missions, but we've done a bunch of them, which is quite nice. Yeah, so that at least they're always on the go at the very least. Not much more to say about that really. Can crack on with them as they go on. In the meantime, you can join me again on what day on Thursday. You can join me again on tomorrow evening, where I will be in Kyron Russmore's channel as he plays. A quick shout out to Kyron. There we go. As he plays some Resident Evil 4, I think we're doing tomorrow. As I'm being the voice of sanity and helpfulness whilst on that score. And then on Saturday morning, 9:30 a.m., I'm playing Red Dead Redemption 2, playing Badman Arthur Morgan, and we're going to be pushing on with heading into the city, spending some proper time in the city of Saint Denis for the first time, other than just, you know, sprinting in and out of fear, which we have done earlier on in the adventure. And then on Monday, we would normally have our All the Glitters Explodes adventure, our Starfinder actual play game, but that's not happening now until the following couple of weeks off on that. In the meantime, thank you everybody that has joined me today. Chiron, Lord of Misrule, Retro Ted, Madcat, we've had a load of people in the stream today, Alt Control Scream, and others who have all been in here today. Thank you so much for the raids and for the chat. Speaking of raiding, a quick look to see if anybody is about to do a raid. One memento, as I'll quick smooch, see if anybody's about. No, let's quick look and see if anyone is doing any No Man's Sky. I've not raided for a little while. I kind of got out of the habit of it, so I think I'm going to try and do some raid. Let's see if anyone's doing No Man's Sky. The interest level of No Man's Sky did drop drastically immediately after the what's the thing called? The expedition finished. Most people seem to have tired of it quite quickly. Just gotta wait for the adverts because I always forget about that when you do a raid. Oh, Untitled Games, thank you so much for swinging by as well. Yeah, it's always lovely having everyone here in chat. So doing some space mooching. I do look forward to it all week. This last week, yeah, I've done a little bit of tinkering in the creative mode just to see if I can get a hand of the building process a bit more. Um, and it kind of satisfied a bit of No Man's Sky need that I get in the week. Sometimes like, oh, could really go playing some No Man's Sky. But hold off, wait until the stream and play it then. Right, let's look at this person's channel. Yeah, what it's done. Yeah, they appear to be doing
What went on with it?
a fairly chilled No Man's Sky stream, which is what I like to see. So we're going to give them a raid. If you join us, thank you so much. In the meantime, thank you everybody for being here today and for chilling out. And I hope you all have an absolutely wonderful end of the week and weekend ahead. If I don't speak to you then, thank you so much for dropping by. It's been lovely. Cheers. Bye-bye now.